She says she want hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. The trunk stay bumped and y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga. And I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga. And my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack. Pancake, you ain't no hood nigga. I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that good and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm a ball till the day I fall. Yeah, long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly dirt coast muddy water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school pouring lean, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over, took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks. Spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. All these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal. When a rich brother wants you and your man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. Ain't loyal. Whoa, these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal.
Man, welcome back, y'all, to another one, man. Another episode on the JVJ Network. I am your host, Let's Talk with JVJ, man. If y'all watching over on the JVJ Network, hit that like. Y'all watching over on Let's Talk, hit that like. If y'all watching over on Facebook, hit that like also. Man, look, we grinding tonight. We got to get it in. We doing a little late show, man. We a little late show because, you know, we got to celebrate a little bit. Somebody told me that we got to celebrate. If y'all do not know, the network has finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Good job, guys. Let's keep going. But yeah, man, we're gonna celebrate a little bit tonight. And by doing this, we're gonna cover an End Time Daniels video. Now, you know how I feel about him. Well, some of y'all don't. I agree with him sometimes. I disagree with him a lot of the times. I don't really like him that much, to be honest with you. But you know, that's just me. But they have sit-down conversations, full panels, and an interesting topic came up based off of a video. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna go over it tonight. And we're gonna hear some of the conversations, man, because we hear all these people trying to tell we hear people all the time. I'm pretty sure y'all see them in y'all day-to-day lives. We have a lot of people that will get out here and try to hold other people to a certain standard, try to hold them to account. But when that microscope turns around on them, accountability is nowhere to be found. And we got a lot of people preaching from the mountaintops. A lot of people preaching things and not living their life the way they don't walk it like they talking, if you know what I mean. They don't walk it like they talking. So we're going to go over this shit real quick. Like, man, I hope y'all enjoy it. Get your popcorn, get your beer, whatever you need to get you right. And yeah, we're going to jump into it. So let's see what we got, y'all. Let's start off with a banger.
There's a lot of women blaming and women shaming for men these days, but it didn't start here. It started in Genesis. When God told Adam, do not eat from the tree of life, he did it anyway. Why? Because he said Eve made him do it. Eve told him it was okay. He blamed the woman. He didn't even take accountability for the fact that he fell out of discipline. He just instantly, well, the woman. Too many men are blaming women for their shortcomings. When Adam ate that fruit, God spoke up. He did not speak when Eve ate that fruit. God gave the command to Adam. God gave the direction and the leadership to Adam. Why do you think the serpent approached Eve and not Adam? Because God talked directly to Adam. So it was easier to deceive. Long story short, men have been blaming women for why they are disobedient and why they're not showing up as who they should be every day since Genesis, since the beginning of time. And it must end. You blame women for why you rape them. You blame women for why you lust after them. You blame women for why you don't treat women like women. Like Adam and Eve failed because they were not rooted in God and they did not obey God's direction.
What the fuck?
Okay, so Jazz, since you just...
I got to say that too. What the fuck? Let her say that again, y'all. Oh my Lord. I didn't watch this, y'all. I didn't watch this. You know it's bad when somebody... This lady went in on the Lord. Look, y'all, she went in on the Lord. One more time, y'all. I really can't believe she said that. Yeah, one more time. Let's do this again. That's crazy.
He just instantly, well, the woman. Too many men are blaming women.
Guys in the chat, woo, hit the like button since y'all here. Let's go to the first topic.
There's a lot of women blaming and women shaming for men these days, but it didn't start here. It started in Genesis. When God told Adam, do not eat from the tree of life, he did it anyway. Why? Because he said Eve made him do it. Eve told him it was okay. He blamed the woman. He didn't even take accountability for the fact that he fell out of discipline. He just instantly, well, the woman. Too many men are blaming women for their shortcomings. When Adam ate that fruit, God spoke up. He did not speak when Eve ate that fruit. God gave the command to Adam. God gave the direction and the leadership to Adam. Why do you think the serpent approached Eve and not Adam? Because God talked directly to Adam. So it was easier to deceive. Long story short, men have been blaming women for why they are disobedient and why they're not showing up as who they should be every day since Genesis, since the beginning of time. And it must end. You blame women for why you rape them. You blame women for why you lust after them. You blame women for why you don't treat women like women. Like Adam and Eve failed because they were not rooted in God and they did not obey God's direction.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little trippy on that one. I'm a say my point of view on that. I want to hear what they got to say. I want to hear what some of the ladies on the panel got to say because this is very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Okay, so Jazz, since you just joined, are men blaming women for their shortcomings?
I mean, yeah, some men are. I just think a lot of people don't want to take accountability when it comes to dating. It's always somebody else's fault why they are not succeeding in certain areas. So yeah, I agree. I do. There were certain things were just like, okay, but overall I agree with her sentiment. there is a lot of blame as to why some men are not succeeding, and they put that off on women.
Okay, so
Let me stretch.
She made a good point when it came to them in the Garden of Eden, right?
okay, yeah.
He gave that command to Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't believe in God, then where does this
He
conversation fall?
blamed Eve as to why he couldn't stay disciplined for God. So I
Listen,
mean,
I'm not gonna argue to that point because I don't believe no woman was talking to a snake in the garden and all that. All right.
Before we get to the conversation, Q, I'm going to assume you don't believe in God.
Me?
No, 2K don't believe in God. Quinn, she talking about Quinn. Who don't believe in God? 2K.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't believe in God, you just take this as a story that we're telling and we're talking about right now. And again, we're not asking you to join Christianity right now. We're just asking you.
No, I was gonna speak to Jazz point. Yeah, I was gonna speak to Jazz point. We don't gotta talk about fairy tales.
The point is, men don't
Fairy tales.
or like
No, so what I was gonna say was I was gonna ask Jazz, okay, this is why so much of the blame get blamed on women. Let's take just the last 40 years. This batch of niggas that's out right now was predominantly raised by single black mothers. Okay? These niggas these emotional ass niggas, the ones that popping y'all in the face, the ones y'all call sassy, the one who always in female business, are products of single women. Okay? These ain't the two-parent household niggas. This is y'all work. So if y'all had a problem with the two household niggas and you got a problem with these niggas, who you gonna put the blame on this time?
It sounds like you just doing what the bitch in the video just said niggas be doing. What are you talking about?
Sake. Not that again.
Listen,
you're blaming women.
Yeah.
You're proving her sentiment right now.
When we talk about these single mother households, the conversation about single mother households be exhausting as fuck. Because in real life, they're not single mother households. They're fatherless households. The mother chose to stay there to raise that fucking child. Okay. I'm over the whole single mothers raise horrible people conversation.
Okay, so can I ask a question?
Let her finish. Hold on, because her mic
let me rebuttal back to it.
Please let her finish.
Randy, you cannot. Okay, these are motherless household with only mothers and fatherless households, right? You can't imitate nothing. Okay, all this bad shit that you see going on in the community, it had to be seen, then imitated. If your daddy wasn't there, how could you pick up on his bullshit?
I have.
Hold on. If there's nothing, if he didn't pick up on the bad shit from the daddy, that who the fuck he got it from?
Society. When you have music saying fuck.
Y'all. Y'all see the road we about to go down? Really think about what 2K actually saying, y'all. I'm not even going to address the lady in the beginning that's doing all that blasphemy and all that stuff. She need to go back and read her book. But 2K is making a point. You're trying to say to these kids, he's asking, why are these kids so bad? These kids are a product of single mothers. They're raising them. The father's not around. How can a child be influenced by the bad parts of his father if his father is never around? The kid's picking that up from somewhere. Now she's turning around and she's about to say society. It comes from the mother. It's coming from the mother. But I'm going to let her say what she got to say, regardless of whether she wants to take accountability. And I know they'll say you're just blaming women for this. These kids are sponges. They pick up what they're around. They're not around their father. They're around their mother.
That bitch, do these drugs, shoot your friends, shoot these niggas, bang, 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 all in the fucking hood. And you have a mother that's working fucking 14-hour shifts. Society is raising these motherfuckers to be bad, bro. Now, be clear.
So.
I come from a two-parent household. My mom and dad are still married. I just know that it's very unfortunate for people that don't necessarily have those same opportunities. That's all I'm saying. We're not gonna we can have this conversation without saying, oh yeah, fuck single mothers in our households. They raise horrible ass kids anyway. No, bro. Back to the conversation at hand. The conversation at hand was her saying men always blame women opposed to leading. Is there any truth in what's being said there? That's it.
Listen, the whole problem is when y'all tell us that we are partners and we shoulder to shoulder and we do equality, but when it comes time to take the blame, y'all ain't never stepping up for that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about men. There's always another man that's gonna police a man. Okay, I can't beat on nobody because another man will come and intervene. Name a group of women or organization that'll stop women from doing other bullshit.
So you think we don't
I think
accountable? I think that we hold each other accountable. I think that you want us to do.
I don't. I think because when a pro athlete from a single mother household makes it to the league, they're like, look at this single mom. She was great. This nigga is the king dingaling. But if that motherfucker's a crackhead, they like it's because of daddy wasn't there.
Yes,
Tell me that man ain't lying, y'all. Tell me he ain't lying. Quentin, I gotta give you one. I don't think you're that smart most of the time, but I give you that one. 2K and I think Quentin are trying to allude to, you got to take your accountability for the things that you produce. Yes, a man and a woman have to come together to make a child, but when that child only has one influence in their life, that is a reflection of that influence, i.e., whether they're with the father or whether they're with the mother. Or if they're with both parents, then it's a reflection of both of them. So when a dude makes it to the league every time, and it's a single mother, they talk about how she raised that kid so well and look how good they came out. But anytime that child is bad, they blame the father. Y'all see how that shit works? And they're pointing it out. I guess Miss Randy don't understand basic shit. I like the 2K saying, man, what group of women hold other women accountable on the regular? Men hold men accountable all the time. That's why we got all these jails and prisons. That's why we got police officers. That's why we got military and shit. So we got this justice system to hem and dude up. Men hold men accountable. Where do you see women in mass holding other women accountable? You don't see it. But I want to see what the response is going to be to this. Because women will quickly take all the credit when it's a good situation. But as soon as it turns bad, it's always towards the men. So I don't get how you say blaming men. Men are blaming women. They just call it how you see it.
absolutely. And as someone who was raised in a single mother household, I don't understand the narrative of asking about the absent father when I can't, again, if his presence isn't here, he does not have an influence on me. If society is raising my child, that means the mother is failing because she should be raising her child, not society. So she has access, she controls the access to what her child has access to, at least in the home. So this idea of blaming the father, he's not there. So
thank you, Pam.
Yeah, he's being blamed because he left.
Cameron,
okay, right. So
let's have this.
Shut your ugly ass up, girl.
What you're saying is he's not there, so he can't influence. Him not being there is a lack of influence, and that's the problem. You don't see that issue?
Okay, again, as because this is my personal background, I can agree that yes, not having a father is a detriment in a child's life, absolutely. But when we go from the point of raising the child, you blame the person that raised the child, not the person that was not there. Because again, yes, that is one trauma that I don't have a father, but any trauma that I experience in my life is due to whoever my mother left me around, whoever my mother put in charge of me, whoever my mother allowed around me, not him. Now, in the absence of a father, yes, I'm very sure that there are things that he could have protected me from and other things like that. And that's why a father is necessary.
Then for make other decisions on her own if your father was there being a fucking man. The fuck?
Well,
And
here's
so-
the flip
okay, and
side.
so
Here,
then
hold on.
about
Here's
that,
the flip
See, and that's why Randy, I don't know this lady really well, but I can tell right now that she's gonna be the issue on the show. You're saying pretty much she just blaming the man. Yeah, let's put it like that. She just blaming the dude for like she talking about be a fucking man. Look, Randy, with your attitude right now, I can see why a man wouldn't stick around with you. Your nasty ass mouth, you talk like that, and obviously in your situation, I guess you're never wrong. From your point of view, you can never be wrong. A lot of these women raising these kids and these kids turn out bad is because they're not raising them right. They're not. A lot of these women, a lot of the people that are in prison, a lot of people that commit crimes, a lot of the problems in our society come from a household where it's just the mama raising them. And women don't teach discipline. A lot of them don't. Some of them do. I'm not knocking y'all. So for y'all ladies that do a good job every day, raising your kid as best you can, and I ain't gonna say as best you can, raising your child the right way, not the best you can, because you chose a layup. When you're raising your kid good, I give y'all all the props in the world. But a lot of ladies are not. They're not raising their kids right. And if you allow your kid to get caught up in things, that was the whole point for the man to be there. A lot of ladies choose to raise their kids by themselves too. Let's be honest, y'all. A lot of them choose to. We're not gonna sit here and pretend. They keep trying to act like these men just got up and ran the fuck away. Nah, most of these women either ran these dudes away or keep their kids away from them men. We need to start telling the truth. Everybody in the deadbeat daddy.
It's just the same question I posed to my mother. Why would you allow a boy to get you pregnant? Because again, this is a mentality to abandon your children. So that's not a man.
You wouldn't be here. Why would you ask your mother that?
I'm sorry?
You would not be here had she not. So for you to be like, you shouldn't have had sex with a boy, now you wouldn't exist.
I mean, agree. I mean, it's a nice conversation.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So now you shouldn't hold your mom accountable if some shit popped off, or we shouldn't hold a woman accountable when some shit popped off when she allowed it to happen, like opening your legs, knowing that this dude didn't have a condom on and letting him shoot the club up. We shouldn't hold you accountable for that because, you know, if she didn't do that, you wouldn't be here. Kind of fucking, that girl need to be quiet. She need to be quiet.
I just feel like that's a little much to ask your mom that when she gave you life. Like,
I mean, you can say that,
Life cost in my ball tag.
Nah. Your father gave you life. Your mama just facilitated it.
Hold on, y'all.
So it's my personal experience, and that right there is my point. Everybody assumes that every single mother does her job, does 110%, and does what she's supposed to do. Q literally works with children that are abusing. You're not going to tell me, Q, and you can attest to that, these children are being abused in homes with single mothers. And in the times that is because the women are not taking care of their children. Every single mom is not doing above and beyond. That's your story. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not just my story. That's actually more the majority of single parents. No. The real story, most single moms are not doing everything they can.
One mic. You gotta do one mic.
The real reality is most single mothers are not doing everything they can. I have found very few real life single moms that are able to offer their children, and they are great mothers. But the great single mothers that I know are not the majority. Absolutely not. Do you see what these kids go to? The majority of these kids are in regular public schools. They're not in extracurricular activities. They barely have food in their homes. Their mothers are on 7, 8
public schools. They're bad people.
You see, this is Randy. I think she's gonna get on my nerves tonight. What the young lady said, Miss Cam? I'm just calling Camry. Yeah, it's probably Cameron or something. I don't know. The people spell their names weird. She's saying that a lot of these women are abusing these kids. The ones that she just pointed out, the Q works with disadvantaged youth, abused children. They raised in a single family home with just a mama. Who you think abusing them? Look, man, I got data for y'all, man. We don't need to do all that talking, man. You don't need to do all that talking, all that speculating. We just talk about what's actually real. Y'all see it up on the screen. In 2021, about 210,746 children in the United States were abused by their mothers. Furthermore, 132,363 children were abused by their father in that year. Do the math. Which one's more? You're more likely to have a woman abusing her children than their father. It's just a fact of life, baby. Like, I don't know why it's so hard. And I'm pretty sure they got even more updated numbers on that shit right now. Like, it's true. Everybody knows that shit. Besides the woman that wants to sit on this panel and act like it doesn't happen. It's just poor her and all this other shit. Like, come on, man. We got to be real about this shit, man. We got to speak truth to fact. But see, Miss Alyssa up in the building. Man said, big ups, game, respect, yo, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to let him go back to it, man. Like, it shouldn't be a problem to tell the truth, and it shouldn't be a problem to call somebody out of their delusion. It shouldn't. And people should have an issue with this lady, Randy, in the middle, and the trigger, B Cotton. Ugh. These ladies on some other shit. I appreciate what Miss Cameron over there saying. She's spitting facts. She ain't being a pick-me. She ain't sucking up to the men. That's just reality. It's just the reality that we live in.
The majority of these kids go to regular public schools, baby. Some of us live in good neighborhoods where public schools actually offer quality education. What's wrong with that?
That's not the majority of regular. The majority of public schools are below a 5 out of 10 in the scoring of greater schools. So my point is, majority of public schools are not great schools. So all I'm saying is the majority of single mother households are not thriving households, they're surviving households. And if you came from that, you would understand that that's the majority of our circumstances, not thriving.
But even the shot at saying that you guys are going to public school versus going to private school, a single mother
That's one part of what I said. That's one part. What about the living conditions?
And that's the one part of living conditions right now.
You yourself
speaking on. I'm
So
speaking
you
on.
yourself said the mom was working 40 hours a week, right? If she's working these 14-hour shifts and society is raising her child, what do you think that child is getting into? That's not a conducive household for a child. It's a conducive environment.
Back to what I was saying in regards to judging the mother for sending her child to public school when she probably can't afford private school. I understand that your experience is what it is, and I'm sorry that it was certain shortcomings that you went through. But what I am saying is that it's a little bit of things that you're saying that just don't align, in my opinion. Yes, is there people that can do better in parenting? Absolutely. People drop the ball in parenting all the time. Even the best of parents, your child is going to have something to heal from. But to sit here and say like, oh, the vast majority of single Black mothers are trash damn near, that to me is goofy. I don't agree.
She didn't say that. You keep insinuating that. She didn't say that. She just said a lot of these women ain't raising their kids right. That don't mean they trash. You're insinuating that. You're putting that out into the ether. That young lady never said that. But it actually leads to her point, y'all, which is like this kid is being raised pretty much by TV, the internet, and just random people around him. Because if this woman's working so hard, 40 hours a week and shit, which I work 40 plus hours all the time, man. Like, what the fuck? Every week I'm 40 plus, which ain't working. I don't think it's that much, man. But society's raising this kid. She's working so hard and doing all this shit. The kid might turn out bad, but you can't blame her for the kid being bad. You're gonna blame the dad for not being. Now I don't know. I don't know. She got me confused right now, man.
Can I ask you something?
I agree with.
Can I okay, so I just want to know
Right
when
there, you
people
agree
have
with
this
me, Titan.
sentiment, I want you to show me single mothers that you know that are thriving with their children. When I mean thriving, I don't mean just because again, the sentiment, again, let me finish. The sentiment that I'm speaking on is the quality of life for the children. We understand that missing a parent is already a detriment. The first thing that I said is why pick a man that is incapable of the responsibility of being a father? That's the first thing. But that's the hindsight conversation because the kids are here.
Like asking,
moving forward. So then moving forward in that conversation, let's talk about how she's raising that child. What is this child's quality of life? Most women are literally paycheck to paycheck. How are you living a good quality of life, giving that child what they need? Because children need a lot. Everybody says that they're expensive.
No matter what that single mother does, she's not going to ever amount to what it is you're expecting her to amount to. No matter what she does, no matter what she does, no matter what she provides, no matter how she shows up for that child, no matter how good she is for that child, to that child, no matter what activity, whatever that child does, that's not going to be enough for you. And that to me is wicked coming from a Black woman. That is fuck. That is as fuck.
So you're
what you doing all that? Listen, shut your goof ass up. No, it's not weak. Because no matter what, here you go, we can just flip it real quick. Y'all want to see a quick flip? No matter what that father does, no matter how much time he spends with his kids, no matter how much money, he's never gonna be enough for that woman. That's actually more likely than what the fuck she was over here saying. Just we give women grace when it comes to them raising kids and shit. We give them grace in life, period. You don't give men grace. We give grace all the time. I've seen a mama on crack selling her baby clothes and shit, and people still won't call her out for it. Judges still awarding her the kids over the father. What are you talking about? We give women grace all the fucking time. Just flip it around. Just flip it around and see a motherfucker be standing on that. Women wouldn't stand behind that. A lot of them wouldn't, especially not Randy. Randy definitely wouldn't. I don't even know this lady and I don't like her.
You're basing that off of what you're saying is based off of my personal experience, but even statistics.
Off of the blanket statement that you said about Black mothers, off of your personal experience, is wicked as fuck to me. And it's
so what part of what part of what I said is lame?
Period.
What part of what I said is lame? Because we all validated your experience, even though you don't even come from a single parent household, yet you spoke on it and
I told you. I apologize that your experience was what it was.
I mean, you don't have to apologize. This is the reality of the Black community of children.
You see, she keep trying to shame her. She keep trying to shame Cameron. Like, yeah, I'm sorry for your upbringing. She never complained about her upbringing. She's just talking about the general population of people that have kids. Most of them are raising them in a single family household. That's what the majority is. She's speaking on that. She's not talking about herself personally. And you keep trying to shame her. I'm sorry for your experience, but she just doing anything to try to win an argument. That's nasty. She calling that lady wicked for what she said. lady, how you acting and what's coming out of your mouth is pretty wicked. The way you trying to play this situation. And like, man, if you see this shit so much, you start to notice when people are doing stuff. Like, bitch, you trying to be funny. Like right now, you need to be smacked in the mouth.
Like this. Some love and some
Anton literally said the majority of our children are from single mothers. It's not my reality.
You assumed every single black mother didn't give it. And I'm going to stand 10 toes for all the single black mothers I know. I know some good ass single black mothers. And
that's great. So do I. But they are few far and in between.
Speak up for them too then. Next time you're talking about women.
I did. If you weren't so angry, you would have heard me. If you weren't so angry, you would have heard me say that I know there are very
Bro, she talking like she want to fight this girl over that shit. And what she said is factually correct. You want to fight her. You so offended. Is she a baby mama, y'all? She got to be a baby mama. She got to be. Ain't no way you getting that mad over the truth. Unless you feel like somebody shooting shots at you or something. She is really offended over there.
Very good mothers out there, but they are
Look at her. She's still ain't talking.
Y'all gotta do one mic. Y'all gotta do one mic. Y'all gotta do one mic.
You're too angry to hear what I'm saying.
Bro, that girl over there, man, tell me y'all don't think that bitch would be a problem in a relationship, y'all. Oh, Lord, she talking hard over there. She doing anything she is. She looks so mad. She looks so mad over there. Damn, the truth hurts, man. I need to get that Usher song. Truth hurts.
I don't want to. Nothing that you can say to me that is even going to be digestible to me as a person. Period.
And that's proving that. That's what I'm saying. So there's no point in having the conversation. You're not listening to what I.
Culinary Cam, she cooking.
Shut up, 2K. Don't be angry. Okay, let's do one mic. Because what happens, it washes y'all out to where we can't hear the conversation. I think this is a good conversation because we have different perspectives. We have people from two-parent households, single-parent households. We have people that actually are single mothers on here. So, Kwane, do you want to speak on this or you want to pass it? Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, my internet is acting up, so I don't even know if it's like giving what it needs to give even right now because I missed a good majority of the conversation.
You don't want what Culinary Cam just did the motherfucking Randy, so you for the bow out.
No. That's not what happened because I literally just got in. But there were parts of the snippet.
Yeah, clip and baby is gonna get ate the fuck up for speaking on black women the way she just did.
And that's the only part of it that I'm a little like I don't.
One mic.
Yeah, that's the. I came in on that part. That part I came in on, and I was kind of looking like. Excuse me. So I don't know what's the backstory? What happened with you, Cameron?
So the question was asking about single mothers and what was it again?
No. I already know that part. I want to know what was your experience? What was the experience that made you say what you said?
Right. So I was basically saying that growing up from a single mother household, a single parent household, I understand the dynamic of being in that. And in saying that most single mother households are not thriving with their children. We are merely surviving. They are merely making ends meet for the majority. I also said with a comma that there are great mothers out there that I know that are great single mothers. I have friends that have their children in public schools and work great jobs. But in saying that, they are few. So what all I was saying is that those women are few and far in between. They are not the majority of Black single mothers. And also too, this idea that all Black single mothers are just the queen, they're all trying their best, they're all working their hardest. That's not true. And that's all I'm saying. There are some women that are not good moms. And this idea that all women are good mothers.
Outside source or from your own person?
Oh God. So she about to catch the same smoke. I can tell the way she going. She got offended too. She got offended by the truth.
It's no experience.
Everybody experience.
That's what I'm saying. This is not a me thing. It's not a monolith. I'm not a monolith in this situation. This is literally written down. This is statistically found. You can go outside and ask people that have single mothers and ask them about their experiences at home. You can ask Q, who works with children that are abused. These children are coming from single parent households majority of the time.
This is what bothers me in the conversation.
The truth?
When we first started this conversation, it was about Adam and Eve. The conversation went from a man's responsibility, a man blaming a woman, to a woman fucking up society. And then,
you don't like that we just not focusing on the man, like we've been doing since ever since I was born, and I know it's been happening way before I was born, that's for sure. We've always been blaming the men. How about we just turn this lens a little bit over to the right and see what these women doing over here? And we have, and we got data on that. And that's what the young lady's speaking to. Just because you don't like it, don't mean shit. Nobody cares about your feelings. Don't nobody owe you understanding for that shit.
There was still no conversation in why it's important to have a 2-parent household, why it's important to have a father in your life, the benefits of having a father in your life, the statistics of 2-parent households in black communities. It was none of that. It was just it was only let's attack the single mother that's there trying. And to me, the reason why that sucks, the reason why that sucks is because it's like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Am I saying that every single mother out here is perfect and trying their best and doing all that? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is they're at least putting one foot forward, opposed to these trash ass dads who's not doing anything. It's two people should be held accountable in this situation, absolutely. But the dads, we talking about, we're literally dragging the mothers for being who they are, and these dads genuinely are not. They're not even there.
All I heard was she knocking Mario coins out y'all ass. That's all I heard.
Good.
Fight back.
I definitely see. I conversations, or you just like going back and forth with people. Okay.
Huh?
You like having, you can hear. Do you like having real conversations, or do you just like?
Cam just gave your ass a real conversation. You start talking about black women.
The way I genuinely just broke that down, my guy. There was like, what's the next part of the conversation? You trying to make jokes? I'm genuinely trying.
I ain't here to make no joke. Culinary Cam just got on y'all ass. Now y'all trying to move the goalposts.
No. I actually agree with both parties though, because we do have this narrative online blaming single moms. Granted, Cameron is kind of right,
and for some reason we keep coming back to it.
What? Let me finish, Cameron. Cameron is right regarding the circumstance. Domestic abuse regarding kids happen the highest in the mother's care, right? But then again, moms have custody of kids higher than dads. But what about the dads that are leaving these moms? What about the dads that are no longer in the household? So I came from a 2-parent household, but I know I would have been totally different if my dad wasn't in the household or my mom wasn't in the household. So I don't think that black women should be fully responsible for how the kids are. Granted, where's the dad? So I think some of the responsibility has to be on the dad at some part. It can't be.
Okay,
so check this out. I agree.
I don't think anybody has an issue with that. I'll say it for me personally, I don't have an issue. If a dad's a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit. Call it out. Guess what? Society has never had a problem doing that. We're just addressing the other side of it. And it's very triggering for somebody that never has anybody say anything to them. Like I don't think ladies understand. You're coming from a privileged position in this conversation when we're having this in general, just a broad conversation. You're coming from a place of privilege because you don't catch the full 100% scrutiny of the world like men do. People don't lie to us about shit like this. If a dude's a piece of shit, they gonna call it out. Even if he ain't, people will still say he is. But most ladies don't catch that type of pressure. Y'all don't. And now you're getting triggered and all bent out of shape because they speaking on the bad mothers. The bad mothers, you can't speak on the bad mothers. No, we just need to talk about the bad father or the father that ain't here. You keep running with the narrative that all these men just left y'all women. Most men don't break up with women. Women most of the time break up with men. So when this relationship comes to a fault, who you think is leaving who? Like we can go look at court case after court case after court case after court case after court case. And we got so many of them where it shows because a lot of people want to deny it. A lot of ladies want to deny it. A lot of these women are keeping these kids away from their fathers. And then the narrative about black men not being in their kids' lives, the CDC came out with that shit. Black men are the most involved fathers of all the races in the United States. Surprise, surprise. But let her tell it. All these men just leaving these women and leaving their kids. No, a lot of these men want to be in their kids' lives, and we don't ever address the part of why is it so difficult for these men to see their kids when they want to, when the majority of them want to see them. And it just keeps pointing back to you, baby. Just have the conversation on it. If it ain't you, then it ain't no problem. But calling it out in society shouldn't be an issue. I don't know what he keep calling her, Kim, or whatever he's calling cook. I don't know what cookbook Kim. I don't know what he been calling her. That shit funny. But she been killing them girls. She killing them girls. The reality is the reality. Stop getting pissed off. You see, I know this Mr. Alyssa. He says sperm don't make you a daddy, just fertilize them. Is that kid? I don't know. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Agree with what you're saying, but the part that y'all are losing me at is what I'm talking about is the quality of these men. There is a certain quality of men that leave children and become baby daddies. That is what I'm saying. Men like husbands are husband material. Baby daddies are baby daddy material. When you see those viral
listen,
baby daddy things, these men fit a certain stereotype, whether that be what they look like physically, what they do with their jobs, or what they do with their lives. There is
that's inaccurate because there are a lot of well-to-do men.
How deep of a conversation are you actually having with your friends who have good paying jobs that are single mothers? I'm curious, how deep of a conversation are you actually having with them, Cameron? Because even on that level, I'll be honest with you.
Hold on, Cam. Let her finish.
Yeah. Hold on.
We're waiting.
Let's look at everybody else and look at this.
Because the thing is that even when it comes, so backtrack to the very beginning of the whole
getting irritated now.
When as soon as it got onto the subject of single mothers and the reason why there's terrible human beings in this world,
nobody said
single
that.
mothers. Immediately, my first thought was, you can have a child that has the same. That's why siblings are different. You can have the same child going through the same life experience, but the outcome can be different. They can choose whether to be a good human being or choose to be a bad.
Nothing is ever set in stone. We just have, we have identifiers. Think about it, y'all. Nothing is 100%. Just because A, B, and C happen, this D is going to happen. That's not going to be the case in all of everything, and 100% of everything. But we have identified, y'all, certain things and that have certain results. Majority of the time. It's not gonna always be 100, but majority of the time, this will produce this. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't know. I think all of them, she might be a baby mama too. That's probably what it is.
Human being, regardless of the situation and the dynamic. Look at yourself, case in point. Growing up in a single parent household, and now here you are with a supportive husband who is helping you in the aspect of making sure that you get your degree, get your education, so that you don't have to be in that dynamic.
By doing the opposite of what I grew up seeing. My life is a reflection of what I saw. He was not listening, and you're still not that, and that's the part you're not willing to really listen.
Shut your ass up.
Y'all gonna all have an opportunity to respond.
I can't stand when I hear a chick in a conversation just being so manipulative. I can't stand that. That shit is so evil to me. That is so evil to me. You coming at her for something she didn't fucking say. She just pointed out the reality. You coming at her for it, and then you trying. Man, I don't like this, man. Look, Miss Alyssa said multiple baby daddies for sure. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. I don't like how they coming at that girl when that girl just said the truth. And that's how most men get their necks jumped down when you have these conversations. Go to the family cookout and actually have a real conversation about shit like this. You don't have everybody jumping down your throat because you're telling the truth and it makes somebody feel bad. So you don't want to, bitch, stop getting triggered. A hit dog gonna holler, y'all. And hit dogs are hollering right now. They're hollering.
Fine. And get y'all shit off. Cam, you gotta let her talk and get it off. Go ahead, Kwame.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, when you say certain things like that, you have to be mindful of the whole entire dynamic, because even then, as you're saying it, because I'm over here completely understand where you're coming from. Because I've had those conversations with. I grew up in a single parent. I mean, in a 2-parent household. But I unfortunately am now a single parent to 2 boys. You know what I'm saying?
Baby mama.
And even then, I don't have, to a degree, I do not have that support system that provides me the soft motherly life to be able to be there on service to my children the way that I would love to. But you know what I do? I lean on my community. I lean on my friends. I cultivate a certain dynamic.
You make it everybody else's problem. Okay, keep going. You make it everybody else's problem because you made a bad decision.
dynamic to make sure that my children are still getting it exactly what it is, regardless of my dynamic of missing out on the father figure.
Stop
You get
getting
what I'm saying? So
Stop getting triggered. She wasn't talking about you, but if it applies to hit dog, man, look, you a hit dog, man. It must apply to you.
I at the end of the day, I feel like you can't speak on the dynamic of that part unless you're also in that, and you're not. I don't even feel like you're really being open to really. That's why I said, are you even talking to your friends about it? Like,
she even acknowledged that there are some good mothers out here, but that's not the vast majority. And she's sitting around here acting like you're lady. What are you talking about? You clearly didn't hear what she said. You heard whatever you wanted to hear, and now you're mad. She took into account for the good mothers. She just also pointed out that that's not the vast majority of those mothers that you think everybody is. That's crazy. She's not even listening to her, but she is mad. Let's see. Listen, says somebody asked her, are her kids by the same guy? That's a good question too. And look, she's actually proving the point. When we have these identifiers and shit, and we'll see certain outcomes, like there's always exceptions. Think about it. She said she came from a 2-parent household. She a baby mama. Exception to the rule, baby, because majority of people ain't.
are you even having those deeper conversations with your friends?
Did you hear when I said I had multiple friends that were single moms and multiples of them that are good out of those ones that are single moms? Did you hear that part or did you miss that?
No, that's not what I said. I did hear what you said. What I'm saying is, have you had a deeper conversation and really realizing and understanding that there's an emotional, mental dynamic that comes along with it?
Oh, I've lost friendships because of my point of view, because of these conversations.
Oh, I'm sure. I believe it.
Like, y'all have these mentalities that you don't understand, because even you.
Why do you keep saying y'all?
Oh shit! You want
you're a part of single.
You expressing
it. You're a part.
No. I mean, in the dynamic of saying that I'm not open to understanding and listening to what you're saying, but it's not reciprocal. That's what I'm getting at.
What's not being reciprocated? I'm confused.
She wants you to be a victim, Cam.
Because I'm not.
Absolutely not.
You're asking.
And 2K, I'm gonna need you to hush your mouth, because
Nah,
2K,
keep calling. Look, 2K, keep calling their ass out. Take 2K that messy friend that always be around and keep that shit going. But yeah, keep calling out 2K.
That's been right there.
My daughter.
That's why he gone. Don't talk to me like that.
No, that's not why he's gone, sir.
Why? Because if I was the hub and all you would have heard was,
oh my God,
everywhere.
I'm listening to him.
I know.
2K, that's
oh, we're trying to have a serious conversation.
Weren't you raised?
You said it first. Yes, I was. And here I am.
Okay.
I'm a product of that shit, that type of mentality.
No.
What mentality?
You mean Mr. I'm rich as fuck, got that nice ass house, that nice ass car, and all that nice ass shit. Single mother raised you horrible, huh? Fuck off.
Hey, first of all, I chose to get this shit.
Girl told him to fuck off. She is so mad up there, bruh. She is so mad.
You go holler at my brother and sister. They ain't got the nice ass house with the nice ass. This my choice.
And that speaks up to the point where I just said that you can have children going through the same dynamic, but the outcome can be different.
But listen, I'm not giving my mama these problems. My mama was at work when I was out selling.
Who said that you had to though? Nobody said that you had to.
I'm not talking.
What we're coming down to is the point that you're sitting here making a blame on something. Like, come on now.
I ain't talking to no
one. Can I go next, please, guys? I want to say something.
No. Hold on, Trigger. I need you.
Can I respond first?
Hold on. I got you. I got you, Cam. Let me give Jazz.
Jazz waiting.
Because Jazz has something to say. I want to come back to her, and then we gonna.
No, I mean, thank you. No, I appreciate that. In the hold on. I appreciate that. And the topic has kind of evolved, but you had said something, Kim, that was interesting to me. You said you would know what these guys look like deadbeat fathers look a certain way, they dress a certain way. And I'm just like, that's very inaccurate, because there are plenty of well-to-do men that appear to have their shit together with shitty character. And after a baby is born, they dip out. So you can't frame it and make it seem like you should have known. No woman is out here actively seeking deadbeat fathers. Just like a child can change a woman.
Hey, y'all, ain't that what women say to men when they meet the wrong one? Men don't get no sympathy for getting with a crazy bitch and then she doing crazy shit. So, bro, you ain't see that shit? Everybody knew she was crazy, bro. Nah, men have to hold that L. So, lady, hold that L. Hold that L, man.
After she bears it, it can also change that man. There are plenty of good ass fathers in the hood right now. So you can't sit here and say there's a certain archetype of what a deadbeat father looks like when it's about the character of that man when it boils down to it. You know what I mean? It's about, is he going to be man enough to take care of the responsibility after he allowed himself to sit down and lay down with a woman who he isn't married to. And this even goes back to the conversation of men always blaming women. You have men that say, well, she let me nut in her.
She did. She did.
Sir, you didn't want a baby with this woman. You are a grown adult. You could have easily put that condom on.
It goes both ways.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not frame it as if women are just so stupid and they're not actively seeking good men. No,
you're not.
Nobody is not doing that now.
Because a good man's not going to get you pregnant until he marries you. That's the whole. I haven't said one word.
Hold on, y'all. Listen. Nobody can hear nobody. Nobody can hear nobody when everybody's saying shit at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all may not agree with Jazz, but she was respectful enough to let everybody get their shit off and wait her turn. Y'all got to give her the respect of being able to get her thoughts off. Go ahead, Jazz.
Shit though, bro.
But yeah, no, that's all I'm saying, because it's unfortunate because there's too much blame on the parent that stayed, and that's a big issue for me. Like,
no, it's not. See, I couldn't let her get it off. No, it's not. It's the opposite. We all grew up under the same argument. For every dad that wasn't there, he a piece of shit, he a deadbeat daddy. That's been status quo, no questions asked, let it go, he a piece of shit. That's the narrative that we've been running with ever since I've been born. And guess what? Even right now, she's still fighting for that to be the narrative. This is a new conversation. This is a new day and age where we're actually turning around and looking at the women, and this is how they responded to it. And it's very telling, y'all. It's very fucking telling. It's very telling. It's very fucking telling. You see, Mr. Alyssa said, y'all are the reason the cycle will never be broken. Yeah. It's like, look, sometimes you got to rip the Band-Aid off if you want to fix the problem. Not acknowledging a part of the problem, because it takes two people. Two people are a part of that problem because two people brought this baby into this world. Not talking about one of them doesn't fix the problem. Just talking about the dad is not going to fix the problem, because if you don't stop the behavior on this side too, which facilitates this whole thing, it's going to continue to keep happening. And that's why we got so many kids born out of wedlock, raised by just a mama, because this mindset, this behavior is not shamed like it used to be. And it needs to be shamed, because at the end of the damn day, these girls have the ultimate say-so whether a child is born or not in this world. You can choose to goddamn keep your fucking legs closed. But if you want to be hot in the pants, tell the boy you want to be hot in the pants with to put a condom on. Dudes want to fuck. Girls know that, and girls want to fuck too. That's why they fucking. Tell them to put a condom on. But if you just gonna keep doing it outside and doing it your own way, at least out of the goodness for the kid that's about to come here, out of any type of concern for this child, pick a dude that's a good dude. No, I'm just gonna lay with the first dude to get my pussy wet, and then complain about it when it don't turn out good. Or let's talk about, man, I ain't even gonna keep going down the line. I was about to get into the ones that run the niggas off, man. I don't know how they let this bitch finish. This is ridiculous. You getting me triggered. I'm triggered now, y'all. I'm triggered. Y'all can tell I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
We got all this smoke for the single mom and they do this. It's
really
like,
don't.
Baby, there was a whole father involved in this and chose to walk out on his child.
So just blame him. Don't blame
Where
him.
are the think pieces on those men? Where's the hit pieces on that? We got all these titles.
Oprah, Maury, Phil Donahue, Ricky Lake, Steve Harvey, Derek Jackson, Ace Metaphor. Keep naming all these goddamn simple. All they do is blame the men. We got a shit ton of that. We got way more of that than we got of others.
And headlines in regards to single mothers, and not actually also focusing on the single father. I'm sorry, the father that says, hey, you know what? If I don't want the kid, I could just leave, and it'll be normalized, and women will still want me. So it's like we gotta have balance when it comes to these conversations.
Hey y'all, it's normalized, but then we got a thing called child support, and if men don't pay that, they can go to jail, they can lose their license, they can lose their passport. Like, there's a lot of things that stop a man from just being like, I don't want that baby. There's a lot of things. A woman can literally have a baby and walk down to the goddamn foster home. I don't get this baby away. Think about that.
Luckily, you are one of many people, because there are very good single mothers out here. You are a product of one. You are a product of a single mother who seemingly have raised you with respect. You have it going on, whatever, what have you. You're married.
I raised myself.
Okay. I understand that. What I'm saying is what you went through, you grew through it. I don't think that it bears you any right to judge anybody else's story because you don't know what happened to put them in that position. That's all.
Go ahead, Cam.
Okay. So I just want to start by saying that I do, I appreciate everybody sharing their stories and their points of view because I do hear what you're saying. In saying that, just to start from the beginning of what you said, for the first part, you did say, that the grouping these men is wrong and that they don't have a certain, prototype to them. But then you said that sometimes they may have shitty character or shitty attitudes. And so that was my point. A shitty character or a shitty attitude should be a red flag in a woman's head that's not somebody that's worthy of being a father and somebody that should be procreated with. Now, I'm not going to dismiss that some men can manipulate women or, you may fall in love with a man and that happens. I'm not naive to that fact, but I don't want to make it seem like we can't all as women be objective to the fact that there are some men, obviously, because not all men are baby daddies. There are some men that are portraying a certain thing, and if you're being intentional and paying attention to certain things, they will show you, whether that be in their actions, how they treat you when they're upset. There are just certain things that they do that would let you know that this is not a good man, and that doesn't even mean being a good father. It would just show you that these characteristics of him maybe aren't just somebody that I need to be with and give myself to. Okay. Next part of that is you also spoke about the fact that the men are leaving and that we're not blaming them. So when I have this point of view, my position is this way because at the end of the day, when we get pregnant as women, the men have no rights when you're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? This is my body, my choice. That's what we said. So when you get pregnant, it's your body, your choice. It's your decision. This new abortion thing is new. So prior to this, you could have had an abortion. You could have gotten your plan B. You make the decision for you because it's your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose to be a mother, I feel like this sentiment is taken the wrong way because most mothers don't really, they didn't really think about the severity and the actual longevity of the job of being a mom. I think it's more so grief and guilt at the fact that I've now had a child, now hindsight realizing what all it takes. That's all I'm saying. Because again, in saying these conversations, these men that I've never met a woman that I know, even again, friends that I know personally, when they speak about their baby daddies, they're not good. Like they literally would be like, oh, he's a great father, just not a good boyfriend. That's not a good father. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't have been a good father. He should never been given a child. So all I'm saying is we as women just need to understand how big of a gift a child is. And if you're going to give a man the gift of a child and go 50-50 on a whole human, that is something that we as women need to take more into consideration. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
You're absolutely right. The responsibility bears on both parties, though. It's not more so on this side and a little less on. No. Both of us, if we're coming together and we're having casual sex and we want to lay down and I say I'm not ready for a child, I'm going to do everything in my power to prevent that. If I say wear a condom and you don't wear a condom, then we're not having sex. If you're a grown man and you say, hey, I want to just have casual sex, then you should always have condoms on deck. If a woman says, I don't want to do condoms, you should leave that room immediately if you really are trying to avoid unwanted pregnancies. So I don't disagree with you. Now, when it comes to the part about the character, I specifically said once the child is born, it can change the man just as much as it can change that woman. This
changes y'all more biologically, does.
This is why women go through postpartum depression. This is why we don't go through that. So many different things. having to bear the responsibility of another human being. You may think you got it going on, and that baby is there. It turns something else off on a lot of people, and they become something you never saw at first. So you can't really sit here and say, yo, you should have saw that those characters. No. It takes it takes life changes for you to really reveal what a person's character is. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, but there's indicators to let you know this person is more than likely going to be if this person is responsible and keeps their word and does what they're supposed to do, you think that person is more likely, or the person that doesn't keep their word and shit, to be there when the child is born. Probably the person that's already doing things that show you. And that's what she's saying. She's talking about the character. You talking about something fucking else. Like, yeah, there's always exceptions to the rule, baby girl. But that's not the rule. That's the exception. The rule is if dude is usually doing this, and this, women can identify that. And those are the men you should be laying with. The dudes they keep laying with that ain't supposed to be around don't have these qualities. Some of them might, but majority of them don't. I don't get why they keep trying to dabble on the exception. And yeah, she is proving your point. This shit crazy, man. Look, I'm driving it because I can't be the only one to lose my mind on this shit. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see how this play out. These ladies, you wonder why a lot of people in our community are fucked up. Kids are fucked up. This mindset right here.
Okay, and I can agree with that. I can agree with that. My only other thing to what you're saying is that that I disagree with would be that this idea that unprotected sex between two people equals wanting a child, or that if a child does come into fruition, that means automatically he needs to take responsibility. When two people, and that's why people shouldn't be having unprotected sex anyways. Like, that's the issue, because when a child comes into play, what if he doesn't want the kid? Like, again, just because somebody says they want to have unprotected sex with you does not mean they want to have a baby with you. So even if, because again, when I hear women talk about being pregnant, becoming single moms, it's not because they're not honest in saying they had unprotected sex. When you ask a woman why, what does she say? Because the condom broke. Everybody's condom broke. So I'm saying they're not even saying they had unprotected sex. Nobody's being honest with that. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to do that, that's not what that means. Having unprotected sex as two consenting adults does not mean if you get pregnant, yes, I want a baby. That's not what that means. Having a child together means I want to have a child with you. If a man does not marry you, he's telling you he does not want to have a child with you. And anything that happens prior to that point, I would not continue with, and I would never advise somebody to continue with, because being a single mother is hard. No one has ever said it's easy. So I never understand that sentiment. No one ever said it was easy. It is extremely hard. It is extremely hard on the mother. It is extremely hard on the child. This is a horrible dynamic to bring a child into, consciously making that decision. Now, again, obviously, like you said, things happen after the child comes into fruition. I can't speak on that because I've never experienced that, and I wouldn't know about that. But all I'm saying is there are men of good character, and those men are who marry you, get you pregnant, and they build that family with you. That's all I'm saying. There are specific types of men in this world, and all I'm saying is, as a woman, we choose who we give access to our bodies to. You choose who you have. You said it yourself. You tell him to have protection, or you're not having sex with him, right? I'm not laying down with him if I don't want to have sex with him. I'm not laying down with him unprotected if I don't want to have sex with him unprotected. So there's a lot of I in this prior to the man taking on his responsibility like he should, because I do believe that he should take care of his responsibilities. But again, we can't put responsibility on a man that's irresponsible. That's the whole issue.
We're really saying the same thing, baby. But we're really kind of saying the same thing. I'm not arguing with you with that. But what I don't like is all the blame being put on the woman, all the blame being put on the single mom, and we're not discussing that two parties went into a situation irresponsible. That's all I'm saying.
I can.
Like, it was fine when the conversation was only going to be directed towards men, but it ended up being directed towards women, and that's why you triggered. You were perfectly fine with all the blame going to the man, but any little blame of it, the part that the women play in, you don't none of that. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? That's it. We gotta have balance. You know?
Absolutely. All I'm saying, and I can agree to that. I definitely think we should blame both parties. But then the issue comes into fact when then the women get upset because we tell them that, okay, fine. Say we blame the fathers. We're bashing the single dad. The absent fathers. We're bashing. What does that do from that point forward? That she still has to raise the child alone. So all I'm saying is, from that point of us bashing the men that aren't here, we bash them. That's not gonna make them come take care of kids that they don't want to come take care of. You can't get money out of a broke ass nigga that don't have money. So putting him on child support does nothing. If he goes to jail, still does nothing. You can't get the money. So all I'm saying is, what does that do? What we need to be doing is telling these women, and also to stop perpetrating this idea that, you know, the child is gonna be A-okay no matter what, no matter how hard she does her job. They are living in detriment. And this idea that she can just do it no matter what is not true.
But that's so if we can be honest, Cam, that was my issue with the conversation in the beginning. The conversation was leaning so much toward a conversation of the single Black mothers versus the fact that it needs to be a 2-parent household. What we're all saying is the same. Now at this point, it's the same thing, that we all need to have higher standards when it comes to dating. We need to all impose those standards. I've said this numerous times, that if all of the women just get together and say, hey, we not fucking none of these broke niggas no more. We not giving them no more time and energy. We're gonna make them get themselves together. We're gonna get ourselves together, and then we all got together and dated, it would make sense. But
you would you think you doing that would get a good result? You just trying to line up a whole bunch of gold diggers. That's pretty much what she's saying. She didn't say find men of good character. Find men that will be a good father. Find men that'll be a good husband. She said find a nigga that got some money. Find a nigga that got some money. And remember earlier, Jazz had already said, just because a man dresses this and does this job doesn't mean he's a good man. She started off with finding a man with some money instead of finding a man with some character. The problem will still persist. Don't a lot of NBA players and athletes like NFL, basketball, fucking Future, you know, all these motherfucking entertainers got a lot of baby mamas, and y'all swear those women still swearing that and they don't take care of their kids. How about you find a man with good character first instead of just chasing after some money? It shows you why the mindset fucked up, and that's why she probably a baby mama.
But unfortunately, the beginning of this conversation didn't read that way at all.
Not fucking broke niggas ain't gonna do this problem.
Hold on one second. I want to get.
Y'all been trying to do. Y'all been trying to fuck the rich niggas, and y'all see how that's been going.
Hold on one second. One second. We're gonna open it up for everybody. I just want to make sure that Quentin get his shit off because he's been patiently waiting on.
I was trying to take shit out on the broke niggas.
He touched on it.
All right, well, go ahead. Y'all can say whatever y'all. I'm sure Trigger want to jump right on in.
Yeah, let's go get up in there, hungry ass.
Head first. Pause.
Okay, so I just want to address a few things, and I try to be as fast as possible. Okay, so yes, parenting is difficult no matter what. The blame does need to be more shared. It's not about even bashing the father, right? It's about putting blame where blame is due. And the fact that 95% of social media blame goes to single mothers is sad instead of holding these men accountable. The fact that you said that you can't put responsibility
Hold on. What percent she said?
Parenting is difficult no matter what. The blame does need to be more shared. It's not about even bashing the father, right? It's about putting blame where blame is due. And the fact that 95% of social
95%. I'm gonna let her finish her thought before I break that shit down, because that is not true.
social media blame goes to single mothers is sad instead of holding these men accountable. The fact that you say that you can't put responsibility on somebody or the man who's not responsible, you wouldn't feel that way if all these mothers was like, I'm not raising this child either, I'm finna drop this child out. Those mothers are looked at as like, oh, they're monsters. But that's literally what most of these men do, and they get a pass for it at the end of the day. And that's why we need to call the men out more for doing the same thing instead of always pointing the finger at the single mother. It's because the man just feels like, oh well, everybody, you know, if I don't feel like having a child, that's fine. And society really don't raise an eyebrow to that as much as they do as the person, like somebody else has said, who decides to stay, which is usually the mother. And of course, it doesn't mean that you know, most or like majority or all of these mothers are like amazing. course, there are toxic people. There are toxic people in 2-parent households,
Jesus.
and that's what I'm gonna say too. Like you talking about, you know, these.
Nah, don't switch it up. We gonna hit that point first, man. Listen, man. What's popping, man?
What's good, bro?
Man, losing my mind right now with this nonsense. What do you think about what she just said?
Full of shit.
I would agree. I would have to agree on that.
Ain't even gonna hold you, man. I ain't gonna draw this shit out. We both know this shit full of shit.
95% of social media blame when it comes to this shit goes to the women. It doesn't.
Nigga, that sound like some shit she made up on the fly.
Like, even Anton had to start moving his neck and head and shit. I know he wanted to say something like that.
And you present that shit with no type of substantial evidence to back it. You ain't show no graph. You ain't show no survey. You ain't show shit.
Just saying shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm like, man. People don't fact check no more. People don't care to fact check. As long as it sound like it's juicy and it sound true, motherfuckers say it with their chest like it's the end all and be all, and don't nobody even care to check to see if they saying is actually accurate.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, go look that shit up. We
For
look at
real,
so many
man.
statistics, man. We know that men raise kids. Like they even
Yeah.
they get
Talking
right
about-
now. We know.
Man, you start talking about stats, nigga. Show me the numbers.
Yeah, I don't think none of them on there the ones that's been triggered so far, which is pretty much Cotton, Jazz, Q, that one girl Q at the bottom, Randy. I ain't heard from Miss Fox yet, and I heard Island Girl Q kind of do a little something, but I think she better be off staying out of this conversation.
I know that one with the blonde hair with no hair like that. I know niggas done ran through her ass. She bitter as hell.
You can see it in her face.
You can see it, bro. You can see the energy.
And that's what be tripping me out with some dudes, man. Because we get blamed all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm telling the women to be smart about who the fuck they laying up with. Be smart and identify the shit. That's what Cameron was saying. She was saying there's identifiers. You can tell if this man's gonna be a good dude or not.
Right.
We tell the men all the fucking time. Like, dude, you see this type of behavior, this type of talking, this type of mindset. And that's why I say people need to really have conversations with folks before they actually start making these goddamn decisions to bring life into this world. You need to know what kind of person you're dealing with. Dudes need to identify that same shit too. Because I be seeing some dudes, they like this type of shit.
Yep.
I be like, bro, what the fuck? You like a disrespectful ass bitch? Nigga, what? I don't care how good she look. And that's something dudes need to do. Dudes need to leave them hoes like that alone, man. These some bitter ass bitches up on this panel, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yep.
I'm gonna let her keep going. This bitch, I know she got something stupid else to say. And I don't even know why she got this argument. Man, ain't nobody smashing you.
Men who are abusing
Thank
women
you.
are the ones who raised by single women. That's far from true, because most abusers are abusers because they saw their father, their mother. But I'm just gonna say that, like, it could be a 2-parent household that is just as toxic than a 1-parent household, and without any substantial statistics, which I don't even think exist.
We do got statistics on that, baby. I was about to tell you, we got statistics on that.
Look, she said substantial statistics that exist. So if there ain't no substantial statistics that exist for what you trying to prove, then why you trying to throw out numbers like 95% when ain't no substantial evidence for that? Like, you sound dumb.
And you contradicting her own self. You got a
Right.
You got a big
You need
ass
to shut
argument.
the fuck up while you ahead. Yo.
Oh, you think no data exists? But you arguing from the mountaintop that it's something else, though. But guess what, baby? We do got data. And it shows that, man, look, you can have 3 different situations. You say it all the time. You can have just a mother raising a child. You can have just a father raising a child. And you can have a mother and a father raising a child. The likelihood of this kid being a fuck up in society, committing problems, committing crimes, and all that little shit is highest when it's with the single mom. A kid has the same likelihood of going to jail or prison, the exact same between just a mother and a father and just a man. And it's mainly because men keep kids out of trouble. We keep kids on the right path majority of the time. We got rules. We don't let shit slide. We're the administrator of justice in this house. Most women let a lot of shit slide. Y'all raise kids the wrong way. You think just cussing them out and putting a computer or a tablet or a phone in front of their face is gonna fucking fix it. Now, sometimes you need to whoop that ass. And only a man can do it a certain type of way. And I'm like, lady, we got data on this shit, man. We got a lot of data on this shit. And then on top of that, you can just look around your goddamn fucking neighborhood, bitch. You see the kids that come from two-parent households seem to act a little bit better than the kids that just come from a single mama household. That shit crazy, man. But I'm gonna let her keep living in delusion, man. Let's keep going.
You cannot just, say that most single women are failing at raising children because that's just totally untrue. That's totally untrue. But what I was gonna say about not taking accountability and wanting to point the finger, I was actually talking to Mika, and we were talking about how men feel like they're being taken advantage of, and this is why certain people are advising them not to pay for dates and all this because they're being taken advantage of. I feel like people like Anton and Mika, with all due respect, are people who are married young, and then they are looking at the victims of these men like, oh, I'm losing my money. Oh, I can't afford these women.
We're not talking about that.
I think that is not relevant. And that's where they're like trying to champion.
That's not relevant to this conversation. We don't revisit that. Quinn, what did you have to say, bro?
I think the whole narrative to this whole conversation tonight is just that dudes are leaving. Like, there's no stats about boyfriends leaving single mothers, but there are stats about women being single mothers getting divorced. So what is this whole thing that men are just leaving? What about these women that don't want these men or choose other shit?
Yeah, that happens.
No, I'm just saying the whole narrative is just like dudes are leaving and women ain't leaving. Like, women choose to be single moms every day. They're like, fuck you, nigga, I'm out.
Bingo.
Like, women will say all day long, like they'd rather have a baby than get married all day long.
I've never heard a woman say that, and that sounds very unfortunate.
Hey, that's some bull. Hold on. I'm gonna let her say it again because I'm gonna make sure I play this right when she say that good ass dumb shit. Hold on, I'm gonna say that dumb shit again.
Thing that men are just leaving. What about these women that don't want these men or choose other shit?
Yeah, that happens.
No, I'm just saying the whole narrative is just like dudes are leaving and women ain't leaving. Like, women choose to be single moms every day. They're like, fuck you, nigga, I'm out. Like, women will say all day long, like they'd rather have a baby than get married all day long.
I've never heard a woman say that, and that sounds.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah, I had to do it, y'all. I'm petty. Motherfucker got that shit written on T-shirts. On T-shirts. What are you talking about? You ain't never seen it. You in social media. Stop lying. You ain't seen that shit. You ain't been on TikTok? She ain't seen that shit. That shit crazy, man.
That was very unfortunate.
It happens all the time. I want to have a baby, but I don't want to marry him. They say it all the time.
Because babies are made through having sex. People have sex and don't even know each other. But I personally have never heard someone say, I would rather have a baby than get married. That to me is insane.
Okay, being a single mom is a choice, though. They just.
For the most part, they choose it.
So your remedy is
what Kim said that I was gonna say. You just talked for like 10 minutes and didn't say shit. What she said is, like responsible men have babies within a marriage. Come again?
Why are y'all so mean to her?
Because you just talked for an hour and then I tried to say something. She started talking.
No, it's not that we mean. Is that Trigger has to be reined in sometimes because she'll go into a completely different part of the conversation and that we're not there yet. So she wanted to talk about something different, but we want to make sure that Quentin get his thoughts off because Quentin was patient. So go ahead, get your thoughts off.
We gotta go super chat.
That's it. Just responsible men have sex in marriage.
Now hold on. Let me just get my thoughts.
Random, Randy.
I'm gonna just, and then we can go to the super chats. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all advocated for this. Y'all advocated for equal. And when you advocate for equal, you also advocate for equal responsibility and accountability. And so, if this was a time where you had no choices, meaning that you didn't have a choice on who you can vote for, you didn't have a choice of where you can work, you don't have a choice of who it is that you can marry. If this was 100 years ago, if this was even 50 years ago, then this would be a completely different conversation, and you could put 100% of the responsibility on men. But we in a different time where women are choosing, and if y'all telling me that women are being held accountable to the same rate of men, even though we advocated for equal, I would absolutely say that this is a disingenuous conversation. Because the only thing that I see when women get pregnant, regardless of who they get pregnant by, and I see some of these women, most of these women are getting pregnant by the same men with multiple different baby mamas that already showed y'all who they are.
Mm-hmm.
When I see this, when I see these women get pregnant, I see a flood of congratulations on Instagram. I see nobody having a real conversation with this woman prior to this woman even getting pregnant, or her perpetual behavior that actually institutes single motherhood. I see none of these women holding women accountable and saying, hey, don't you know that this is a very serious thing that you're about to do? I don't see that conversation being had.
You think we can have that conversation in the comments on Instagram?
You ain't gonna see.
You don't think we gonna have?
I don't see the conversation.
We have every other conversation.
Hold on. I don't see the conversation being had at all amongst women. The only people that are having the conversation, and y'all got to give us some credit because the men just got the microphone. Like for a long time, we've been thrown under the bus. Black men ain't shit. We, absent fathers and all of this shit. When in reality, if you look at the data and the statistics, Black men are the most in their lives and the most active fathers amongst all men. And so when we start to pay attention to what's really happening out here in these streets, more women than ever before, which shows you that accountability is not being levied against women. More women than ever before are choosing to become single mothers, and they're sleeping with the same men. Because most Black men, statistically speaking, do not have children and do not have children out of wedlock. It is the same men. It is a small percentage of men that's getting the majority of the women pregnant. And so if you're going based off of that alone, then that means that women are choosing to sleep with the same men and have children out of wedlock. And ultimately, they're not being held accountable at the same. See, when we don't do what we got to do, we go to jail. Our wages get levied for the rest of our lives.
Our license.
And here's the thing. I'm not saying that it's right, or I'm not saying that it's wrong that we're being held accountable. But where the part of the conversation becomes disingenuous is to say that women are being held accountable. And even when you start to have a conversation about women's choices, it always comes back to, well, what about him?
Mm-hmm.
They never fully take responsibility of the circumstances or the choices that they now have, the freedom to do what they want to do. They never take responsibility at 100%. And we're also not putting in part of this conversation about the women that leverage the children against the men because they don't like the man that they chose to have children against.
Those are the monsters. We know that.
And it's a lot of them.
But
but we still celebrate them. Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day for them.
Oh no. One thing I never stand for and one thing I never stand on is telling a woman Happy Father's Day. But we're never doing that. At the end of the day, it took two people.
That's you. They do it every Father's Day though.
Right. With them whack ass gifts.
Buying themselves some shit. Trying to say, look what my son bought me. Son ain't buy you shit.
Hell no. We get damn socks and dumbass shit.
Yeah, we bought you a hammer. You know that chair downstairs need to be fixed. My mama a whole fucking trip to the spa, some shit.
You feel me? You feel me? Get the fuck out of here.
But I don't know, this girl crazy, man. Something wrong with her. I'm noticing a lot of these chicks live in a delusion, man. They live in this fantasy world.
And what's crazy, when they're expressing their point, they got an attitude. You could tell, bro.
Nasty. This nasty.
You could tell, bro, they're a handful. If you was in a relationship with them, you could tell, bro. If shit don't go their way, that's the attitude you got to deal with.
Hey, picture this. They say all these guys are leaving. Okay, if for the dude that was with you, do you blame him?
It's female like y'all. The reason why I ain't got no kids right now.
Man, look, I ain't seen the way some dudes gonna be put through the ringer, and I be seeing some of the chicks they be laying up with. I be like, nah, bro, I ain't got time for that.
Won't trap me, my nigga. I'm good.
I ain't got time for that. Until you gotta identify that shit. You gotta identify.
Bro. For real.
This right here, I can see why the dude ain't with him.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you trying to put equal responsibility on both when men and women are wired different.
Completely.
You
We
feel
are
me?
not the same.
We're not the same. We don't think the same. You got motherfuckers like that bullshit Steve Harvey book, Think Like a Man, all that dumbass shit, trying to reverse the roles and shit, like change the pose and shit. Like, man, we got a role to play because God ordained it to be that way. What's promoted is the roles that we are naturally supposed to have. All of a sudden, that's not the way to do things anymore. It's wrong. You feel me? It's wrong to do what nature intended.
Well, I laugh my ass off.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you look at nature, most niggas, we are in competition to mate.
Yeah.
Let's start there. It ain't so easy to hit, nigga. You got to prove yourself.
You got to show something.
You got to show who the strongest. You got to show that your seed is worthy to its value, nigga. So why have we got away from that as women choosing they mate? Where did we get away from that? Where did we get away from the men pursue, the women choose? Where's the complication? I don't get it.
The problem comes in when we see over time that we see what they choose, we see what they value.
Bingo.
That's the biggest problem. What women value, they don't value what they used to value back in the day.
Boom.
They value different shit. You got the ability to pick the fucked up dude now. Instead of, nah, my daddy ain't finna let me go out with nobody until he meet him, and he gonna tell me whether I can or cannot.
Bingo.
Like shit. It takes a man to identify some bullshit, because obviously a lot of these ladies seem to not be able to read tea leaves.
You just hit them on top of the head, bro. That's what I was saying in the chat earlier, bro. Like, a lot of these women, they won't raise right. Like, where's the value of your own vagina? Like, where your mama at?
You want to know something funny? I think it's just a straight up disgrace, and I think it's very telling, because a lot of these girls, we talk about a lot of these kids being raised in single family homes, and especially in our community. Some of these ladies are raising daughters, and they're not even raising their daughter with the advice to have a better life than them. Why are you not telling your daughter not to do the same shit that you're doing?
Fuck. Period. Hey man, you shouldn't be fucking unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, raising them.
You gotta take everything that come with it. Hey, we got Foxy Moon up in the building. Look, Foxy got that. Hey, I see that picture. That's what's up right there. I ain't seen Foxy in forever. What's going on,
Hey,
Foxy?
Foxy.
We probably had a part where you might not like, but we gotta be real about it. I'm gonna keep playing it, man. But like this shit, the arguments that they have, and it's like, look, man, all you doing is just here you go. It's like accountability is straight ahead. It's a straight fucking ahead. And every time they start getting close to it, like, man, we almost there, motherfucker, keep taking the left. Just keep fucking taking the left. Every time, it's right ahead. No, I'm taking the left. I don't want to deal with none of that. They keep just moving the goalposts, making excuse. And I'm like, look, you just got to take that L, man. And the sad part, this conversation wouldn't even last that long. It wouldn't be having to get beat down. We'd be on to something else if you just got past it. The reason this conversation keeps happening because we can't get past this point.
Right.
We ain't gonna never be able to get past this point until you take accountability, man.
People to make you, even if the other person is absent, is not here, I don't need the recognition on that day because I wasn't the person that actually brought that to the table. So I'll never stand there and respect that. But I have a question, because what started this conversation was a clip of a young lady speaking about the book of Genesis and blame and things like that. Again. But nobody really ever answered that question directly. So because that's I think that's probably why I got so irritated, because I really want to talk about that video, because I felt like that video has some validity.
I was getting there.
Hold on, Trigger. Go ahead. Let me answer this question. Her understanding of the word is wrong, right?
Thank you.
Because the first sin was from the woman against her husband.
Thank you.
The sin had nothing to do with the fact that the man ate the fruit. The first sin was the fact that the woman wasn't obedient to the person that had dominion over her. And so the fact that she then was even listening to somebody that wasn't supposed to be in her ear in the first place, the serpent then had the ability to be able to beguile her, which then forced them into a space where the husband had to make a decision. Now, it was wrong for him to hearken unto the voice of his wife. That's what the word says. So she was punished separately, which we don't do today. And one of the punishments that she had was that she would always have pain, suffering, and have to labor, especially when it comes to kids. And so the first sin came from her, and she was punished first. And we're not getting that level of accountability. And then not only that, more punishment came as you continue to see the word in the Bible continue to unravel itself, because her kids, their very kids, became against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so
one killed the other.
The full her understanding the clip, her understanding of the word is off. And so the thing that she's trying to say is, well, it's the man's fault, it's the man's fault. Well, it was first the woman's fault for
y'all look at Randy's face the whole time he talking. Like, just look at Randy's face.
Not hearkening to the voice of her man, because the man never sinned. It was the woman, and she put the man in a difficult position.
The only reason why she ain't interjected or did, because that's not her platform.
And she knows she's talking to the boss right now. The boss.
Yeah, that's the only, and that's what women respect about a boss. I mean, I'm gonna just put it on out there. A certain type of man, women will respect, like, but it's like if you just say general, like, man, nah.
Oh, he don't respect that. Nah. And then
but,
on top of that,
if you the man, or bitches will shut the fuck up. Now they'll squirm and show all type of facial expressions, but I dare her to interrupt that nigga. I dare you to interrupt that nigga.
And the sad part, I always say,
you see how it goes, how people, put. They don't stand on shit. It just depends on who the fuck you are. That's just it. It just
that's why they always say it depends. That's why when it comes down, we beating down a specific topic, they always say it depends, because that's how it is with you. Like, the sad part, and and then it's honestly, be real with it. It's only to an extent. Yeah, he the boss. She's staying quiet right now, but let it get to a certain extent where she just can't control her emotions almost. Oh, she gonna say something. That would lead to the whole shit. Ultimately, it ain't no respect right there. I don't think majority of women actually truly respect the men that are around.
Look at everybody's face. Look at all the bitches' face. Matter of fact, the only one smiling, the only one interested was the chick beside him. The one that had two parents in the house. She looked like she interested. Everybody else, look at everybody else.
Well, yep. That shit don't even look right. Hey, I'm
from don't even look right. And the thing about it, he talking about Bible. He talking about some Christian shit.
And
women can't even accept that. That's sad, bro.
Shit, so we got Big Op in the building. He said, Q my baby. Q don't want you, nigga. Q don't want you. But he did say, oh yeah, everybody. I said it earlier in the show. But I've said 1,000 subs, the JVJ Network doing its thing. Yeah, we got to 1,000 today, y'all. I was very excited about that.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
God is good, brother.
That shit funny, man. We're going to try to keep grinding, though. We got to get this watch time up. But look, we're going to keep going, man. Like, Anton, keep on killing them with the word, man. Because the sad part, I think that's probably why 2K from the very beginning just glossed over that shit. Because first off, he don't believe in the Bible anyway, so he didn't even want to address that shit. But in the grand scheme of things, her perception of how she talked about the Bible is inaccurate. She doesn't have the full context of what she's trying to say. She's just trying to take one part and use it a certain type of way. And it's like, baby, I'm not gonna even have a conversation with you when your premise is already fucked up. You're coming from a disingenuous position, and then you want to talk about it. I'm like, nah, let's talk about it on some real shit. And that's why these bitches can't have a conversation, man. I'm sorry calling them bitches, but I'm really not. Let's keep going, man.
Yeah. I mean, bitches call themselves bitches all the time.
All the time. All the goddamn time.
Hey, she sinned and she was wrong and she was going to get her ass kicked. He had a decision to make of whether or not he was going to continue to ride with her or he was going to ride with God. And he simped out and he rode with her. And so they both got kicked out. And then God had to make sure that he kicked them out of the garden, not even because he didn't love them, but because he didn't want them to also eat from the fruit from the tree of life. Right? So then they would become gods like God. Right? And so that's when they put the cherubims around in order to protect it, and then they kicked him out of the garden. And one of his punishments was that he would always have to toil and work on the land, and it wasn't going to bear fruit the same way that it did when it was in the Garden of Eden. That's the real story.
Okay, well, we went to church, and that was beautiful.
Well, but actually, in the word, he took his punishment first. And actually, the original sin is not said that it's a sin until he bites the apple and he made that decision. She didn't make him make that decision. And that whole narrative, even from a Christian perspective, is still,
God didn't even deal with them until he called their voice.
The man
I'm sorry, hold on. God didn't even deal with them until he called their voice, and they ran and they hid, and then they started making clothes because they wasn't even clothed.
And he said,
then he started dealing with them individually. The first sin was her hearkening to the voice of the serpent and biting the fruit.
The order was given to Adam.
That was the first.
He brought the apple to
it was the
Adam.
first
Adam understood. No, God said this, but Adam chose to bite it too. He was looking for a reason, and so he can't just say that that's the woman's fault. That's the man.
They just said Adam was looking for a reason. But she just. I don't want to have to read the Bible for. I'm gonna let Anton handle that shit. But like, lady, you tripping, man. And I've heard that argument and that sentiment from a lot of my black sisters.
Yeah, that God only told Adam.
That shit crazy, man.
And then Adam told Eve what God said not to do. That shit.
The sad part, I wouldn't even have an issue if that was like, if that's the talking point. But the other part is like, Eve brought the fruit to Adam and they both ate. No, Eve ate that shit and then she took it to Adam.
Eve ate it. Yeah, Eve bit that.
She ate that shit and then took that shit to him.
Yeah, and told him won't nothing gonna happen. It was good and all that shit.
Like, let's be real.
Before, when she brought the fruit, he was like, "Yo, you don't remember what God said? Don't eat the fruit." And she was like, "Look at me, ain't that happened? Everything's still the same shit. This shit good."
This shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. And see, I've said, see how this chick just trying to put the blame on the man instead of taking accountability. Yeah, I definitely see it. It's crazy, and they going all the way, and they'll be the first one in line to say they a Christian, they believe in God and shit, and you over here talking blasphemy right now.
Shit.
Talking blasphemy.
If God was a woman, maybe you'll believe in him.
Yeah, and I heard some of them say that shit too.
I don't know. I know you want to argue. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This isn't even debatable. This isn't even something that is an opinion. This. If you read the word, the first sin was her. That's not debatable.
Show me the scripture that says that, because that's not in scripture. That she was the one. That's how men frame it, because men love escaping accountability from the beginning of time, like she was talking about. But that's not what it says in the Bible. That it was her that caused. He is the one who caused sin. Actually, it says Adam brought sin into the world. That's actually in the scripture. I'll show you the scripture where it says that.
Now, to be fair, but I did just Google and said who committed the first sin. It says traditionally the origin has been ascribed to the sin of the first man, Adam, who disobeyed God and eating the forbidden fruit.
And that's in scripture. That it's the man.
Well, if you just Google, I Googled as well, and it said the first sin was Satan. So then there's a.
Man, shut up.
It's not even debatable. She literally disobeyed, went and listened to the serpent. She shouldn't even been talking to the serpent, and then she bit the fruit.
That was the third one for me, Q.
Then she brought it over to her husband because she wanted him. She didn't want to be by herself in her
she
sin.
wanted him to be sinful too.
That's the literal. Listen, I don't care what the fuck Google says, because Google is a collection of different opinions from different blogs in order to try to give y'all whatever it is that they want to say. If you want to go into it and read the word, the timeline of the events is exactly that.
Amen.
Scriptures for you, sir. It's in the Bible that Adam brought sin into the world. That's what the Bible says. Adam brought sin into the world.
Go ahead, Q. Let's move.
We don't get to these super chats. If y'all need a water break, go ahead. This is the best time. Go use the restroom, because I'm going to read it pretty quickly. So if I mess up on the words, I don't care.
She said read it pretty quickly.
Have you ever swallowed a?
Let me skip. Yeah, I'm skipping ahead.
My thing is, if you ain't no real practicing Christian, like, why the fuck you trying to prove your point by a Bible? If you ain't really about that life.
Yeah, you ain't walking like you talking.
Yeah, keep that shit hermeneutically. Keep that shit real world, real time, real events. Make it relatable. And you reaching on some shit is yet to be proven that any of that shit happened or any of it's real. Like, we as black people don't even really live what we like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you
And the
just started
majority of
reading the
people
Bible
don't.
yesterday, nigga. The fuck? We just now as black people just been allowed to read the Bible.
For a
What,
long
in the
time, we weren't
last,
allowed to
what,
read.
150, 100 years? We
Yeah.
only been allowed to read, what, not even 200 years?
Yeah.
Well, it was forbidden to read, so why we quoting shit like it's the be all and end all, like we know some shit. Like we won't indoctrinate it with this shit.
This shit crazy to me. That's the first book in the damn Bible, and she's so confused on it.
Yeah, bro, like talking about Adam brung sin into the world. What the fuck are you talking about? Who bit the fruit? What's the answer? Who bit the fruit?
But like that, see, and this the whole other thing about not wanting to take accountability. We know Eve ate the fruit first. We're not saying that Adam didn't eat the fruit too.
Right.
We're not saying that he didn't, but
Right.
we're gonna argue who ate it first.
Yeah, because
Like-
most blacks put the framework that Eve could have ate that bitch all day, but it's when Adam ate it is when the sin was committed. That's what she's saying. See,
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what she
that
trying to
damn
say.
about. I know the book, bro, and I know that's what Trigger was saying. Like, she's saying Adam brung sin to the world, but she's leaving it in the air. What it is
sin was
how
already
it's
committed.
presented is Eve biting the fruit wasn't the sin. It's Adam's
Yeah,
act
that's
of
what they're trying to
biting.
say.
Right. So say that. Don't try to make it seem like something, bro. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, she just leaving it out there. Adam is responsible for bringing sin in the world, and just leave it like that. Like, bitch.
I know who said black women want to compete with us, but losing, shaking my damn head, they gonna win loneliness. That will be the prize for a lot of people. They had that study that came out, said by 2030, I think majority of women gonna be single and childless. It's like motherfuckers ain't trying to deal with, man. Look, this is just crazy, bro. Like, look, man, if they'll go against God, they'll go against you. I remember that one clip that people was using for the longest. Said, if Jesus can't save these hoes, why the fuck you think you got a chance, nigga? You think you got like on some real shit? It's look, if you can't be saved, don't save her, man. Like, for real. Motherfucker got this type of mindset. These, like, certain chicks, you've been hearing these ones, gentlemen. If you hear this type of shit in public when you're around certain chicks, those ones you need to leave the fuck alone, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you leave them hoes alone. There's something wrong with them.
The conversation going.
Mm.
We're gonna get these last three super chats going while I talk shit to these people. All right, come on.
Yeah, that was the last super chats. We had 97.
Talking
Thank
shit
you.
to nobody.
Hit the like button. Now we going to the next topic. We
Oh,
getting out
they
the
gonna
single
switch it
baby
up.
mom.
I'm gonna actually do the next topic. But give me your final thoughts on this one so far for them, because they need bit crazy.
Your last one on to me is don't understand shit. I just feel like for the single moms, you need to come clean on some
Tell the
shit.
truth.
Like, I just want to know what would make single moms feel like after a nigga with nut in them, they got to stay. Where does that come from? Like, the act, like, is it because of the pregnancy part that the nigga got to stay? Is that the reason? Actually getting pregnant? Like, okay, boom, I'm pregnant, now you got to stay? Is that where we're going with it?
Sad part, most niggas want to stay.
That's the most insane shit I ever heard, bro. Get a nigga the nut in, you get them pregnant, and it's mandatory that the nigga got to stay, or what? I'm confused, bro. I'm still left scratching my head. Like,
I guess because it's the moral standard. It's the moral standard. Most dudes
I mean,
will
but we
stay.
in 2025, bro. Morals,
yeah, look.
like, are we really talking about morals?
Look, be real. If they claim it's the way it is, and all these niggas leaving them, why would you even sign up for that? If
niggas,
you know that's
niggas dumping loads of cum in you, bro. You talking about morals? It ain't these niggas not just hitting one time, bro, and they bitches getting pregnant, bro.
Hit multiple times.
Yeah, damn right. I'm laying in it. I'm laying in it, cuz.
On the regular. See,
so let's keep it all the way a buck.
And see, I've said that you misunderstood. These chicks choose to be single and then want to choose how they keep a man is what's fucked them up. But want to blame a man for not staying.
Right, bro. I agree 100% with that.
This shit crazy, man. Look, man. For all the ladies that might come in and see that just this part of the video, look, we're not saying that men don't have responsibility in this shit. And that's why I keep warning men to avoid women like this that have this mindset. And don't get triggered by saying women like this. These people clearly show that they have a capacity of making bad decisions. Women like that. Men need to choose women that are competent, got their head on, and know how to move. Women should choose men exactly the same. In the sense of, like,
but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, bro, not to cut you off, JVJ, but at the end of the day, I could choose whoever the fuck I want. But if she don't like me, you gonna call that shit rape.
Yep.
It's got to be consensual, bro. Like, I don't care how smooth a nigga is. You telling me no mean no. At the end of the day.
Yep.
So let's be real. Who really got the power, bro? Stop the shit.
At the end of the day, it lands with ladies, regardless of whether you want to believe it or not. At the
It's
end of the
in
day,
our
you
nature
decide.
they're gonna always try to hit. What the fuck? We're never gonna stop not trying to hit. Now what the fuck y'all gonna do? Let's keep the shit a beam. We're never gonna stop not trying to fuck, okay? Get that through your fucking head. Now what are you on your side gonna do?
You letting niggas hit.
Shit. It's always gonna be that way, bro. We always gonna try to fuck. Always. like nothing's gonna change. Nothing. Thousands of years.
Nah, it's in our DNA,
thousands and
man.
thousands of years. Niggas gonna try to fuck pussy.
Look, I already said it. I said it before.
Leave, bro.
It's in our DNA.
Make
It's
this
in our
shit so
DNA.
complicated.
Look, it's in our DNA. And it's
Word.
what every organism do. If you break it down scientifically, you can just take the word and everything out of it. Scientifically, if an organism cannot figure out how to live forever on its own, it will multiply. It will try to spread its seed like a tree. You know, a tree, it's an organism. That tree knows it's gonna die. That's why some trees have seeds on it. Them little nuts, all that shit, and they spread through the wind to multiply and create more trees.
It clone itself, bro. They clone itself.
Over and over again.
This is how it goes.
So you like a dude gonna want to smash regardless. It really come down to look what type of dude you gonna pick, who the niggas y'all picking.
And nature teaches us that, man. What the fuck?
And a lot of ladies can't even don't get off on it. Like y'all want to fuck too. Like let's
a
be real. Y'all wanna
competition,
fuck.
bro. Getting the pussy is always gonna be a chase. It's a competition. Always. Because that raises the testosterone for better stock, nigga.
I'm trying to think what's that word they use.
Damn.
It's like a walk of passage.
This shit about science, bro. This shit ain't had nothing to do with no religion. This shit ain't got nothing to do with nobody's feelings on a psychological level. No, bro. This has everything to do with science and anatomy and evolution.
And every organism does it. Every last one of them does it.
There's no exception. There's none. No exception. If you're a living organism, you clone yourself.
And
that's what you inspire to be. Even with us, bro, we inspire to what?
Pass on our seed, man.
That's
duplicate, replicate what the fuck we are.
Right.
Let's go to the next topic. See, I said, it's biology. It is biology,
Bruh,
man.
come on, bruh. Like, why you trying to make shit so complicated, bruh? That Me Too shit.
Because it's a way of getting out of any type of responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, look, hold yourself accountable. This shit is gonna happen in this world. It does happen. Women want it, men want it. The question comes down to who do you do it with and how you make your decisions about it. And we hold the dudes accountable for not doing what the fuck they supposed to do. I ain't said it, Anton said it. I know all y'all done said it multiple times. They'll take his money. They'll take his time. They'll take his driver's license. They'll take his passport. They'll put his ass in jail if he don't do what the fuck he's supposed to do. The problem is, on the other side, they don't do nothing to you, baby. The girl said 95% of social media is all blaming the women. It's not.
Nigga,
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
other way around, nigga.
Like, damn.
How many podcasts of women you see as opposed to how many podcasts of men you see?
I bet money I can go on my other page real quick. And this is one girl, she was talking crazy shit. She ain't nothing but a man back. So look, Cynthia G got big on YouTube. She's still back on YouTube. All these goddamn messengers all over here. Like, let's be real, man. There's a lot more. We hear more of that. That's why I said Ricky Lake, Maury, fucking Oprah, all these
Yeah.
shows. The motherfucker, man, you had LaQuisha done been in there 12 times trying to figure out who the daddy of Day Day. And ain't nobody once said, damn, she in here for the 12th time?
Yeah.
But every time that next nigga come out, as soon as he come out, boo. Boom the shit out of his ass. I'm like, damn, this bitch is just a hoe. When we gonna say something to her?
Never. And she be out there crying.
I can't believe this, Maury. It's like, what?
Like,
Get your
bitch, I
ass out of here,
can.
man.
I
Nah,
can.
man. That shit ain't no 95% that one way, man. Lady,
Hell
it's crazy.
no.
But we ain't gonna check it. Let's do it the change of speed real quick. Like, let's see. We're gonna do this last topic and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So let's see what this is. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a video. But so far these bitches goofy, besides Cameron. I like Cameron.
Mamas and the men not taking accountability. Let's talk about some side chicks.
Choosing not to have condoms.
Oh shit, wrong button.
Well, I'm the side chick, remember? So wait,
But you're trying to graduate, though,
we
right?
thought you wanted to graduate to be the main chick. I can't. Huh? See, it's difficult and it's complicated.
He has a wife.
Yes.
Because, baby girl, I hate to say it, but your self-worth is low. You got the audacity, baby, to come to the microphone and ask us, what is it going to take for you to leave somebody that you knowingly belongs to somebody else? And then she also said, but I love him. You love him more than you love yourself. That's one thing that I do, peep. There is no amount of money, no amount of riches, no amount of nothing for a man to be able to put you in second place. But my problem is I think you put yourself in second place because sometimes we come in and we want to please people so bad because we want to be accepted that we put these people on a pedestal and we make them superior and we make ourselves inferior so they're going to keep on treating you like you inferior. And when you wake up and then you go and brush your teeth in the morning and you sit there and say, I'm a side chick. How does that make you feel? When you go through your day, when you texting this man, when you talking to this man in the car because he can't talk to you in front of his wife. When this man is on a business trip, he can't talk to you in the presence of his own home. In this man's own kingdom, you are a peasant.
Has anybody been a side chick? We've had side chicks on here.
I can't wait.
We need a Sanchez for this conversation.
I can't wait to talk about this.
Her wig was
Well,
laid
hold
like a
on, bro.
motherfucker video.
Hold on
Hey,
for a second. If you notice, everybody start fixing their hair at the same time. Every bitch out there.
Yep.
Did you notice that?
Yep. I was waiting on one of them to say, I'm waiting on hands to start raising. I've been deciding.
Yo, how is that? Every one of them start going like this to their hair, bro. Fixing their hair.
Look, man, I think it's a guilty
Oh
tale.
my God.
So when I
man.
say it all the time, when women always talk about men cheating, men cheat. There's a lot of
That's
women out
some
here that don't mind.
bullshit, bro.
A lot
I'm
of
talking
women out
about
here don't have a problem cheating with them.
unanimously. Every girl up there start fixing their goddamn hair. Like, I don't even know what that means. Is it
That's what I'm
nervous?
telling you. I
Like,
think I
what
know
the
what it
fuck?
means. I think it's a guilty tale. I think it's a
That
guilty
shit,
tale.
that shit is stupid, bro.
That's what I say. A lot of chicks will talk about
Wow.
dudes cheating, bro. They will talk about dudes cheating all the time. But guess what? There's a shit ton of women out here that don't mind cheating. With
Look at this shit. Look at all those smiles. Look at the smiles. What the fuck is that?
I'm trying to tell you, it's a guilty tale. Let's see. I think it's a guilty tale. I was waiting on hands to fly out. Who been the side chick?
And you were popping on that, Rand, but let's get into it because I can't. I started off.
Yeah,
Well,
shout out
let
to
me,
the
hold on.
one,
Let me preface
and
this
3
conversation
people.
by saying that 2K was adamant about this being added into the show today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he already has some thoughts about it. Go ahead, 2K. Do you?
I really didn't. I just remember it made me mad. I said this probably be good because I'm tired of women with no man trying to goddamn me get mad at her for sharing her piece of man. See, me, I believe in math. I believe in calculations. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay? If there are more women on this motherfucking world than men, then every woman can't have their own fucking man. If God did this, he don't make mistakes. Okay? He don't get it wrong. He knew
You don't
something.
even believe in God. Stop quoting God.
That's what I'm saying.
That nigga Kelly bring up God when it like helps his argument.
Yeah,
But he didn't quote God. He just said something. He didn't quote him.
Wait. Y'all gotta let 2K talk.
Let me talk.
Jason.
Go ahead.
Because if I don't believe in God, I believe in science. So 1 + 1 = what? 2. If it ain't enough niggas for you, then you got a motherfucking share. That it just is what it is. You laughing, Randy, but y'all up here. Randy, you was on the stage with the microphone. You up here telling her, goddamn me, how bad it is that she sharing a nigga like your homegirls don't be telling you how miserable they is at night.
My home, I will look you directly in your face right now and let you know that none of my homes.
Like I said on this show before.
Hold on, my little sister might be a little bit miserable right now. I'll give you that, but none of my homes are.
Okay, so listen, and like I said on
That's
this show
even
before,
worse.
all y'all can't handle y'all own man. A lot of y'all think y'all motherfucking ESPN and y'all are C-SPAN. Boring as fuck. So
I don't know what C-SPAN is. Give me a different fucking analogy.
C-SPAN is.
That was a good analogy. ESPN is probably the most popular fucking sports show on TV, and
Right.
don't nobody watch C-SPAN.
Right.
That's what he said, baby girl.
She's being argumentative. She's definitely being argumentative early.
Yeah, she got that little spirit in her, man. She real,
bro.
There you go.
The motherfucking TV show that you watched, they hold all the government congressional meetings that you always skip past.
Watch that. Say PBS next time.
Exactly. That's why it's the perfect reference. Because y'all that fucking boring. Y'all don't. I don't know why y'all think y'all.
You don't do foreplay.
Hold on. I do foreplay.
You think your wife is boring? Is that what
I just don't send what's up text.
Okay, I got a genuine question. First of all, someone just said I would never get married. I just celebrated 5 years of marriage, so please shut up. I literally
That nigga a dummy.
2K. What does any of that have to do with the conversation of being a side chick? I'm Fran. I'm being so genuine right now.
I'm mad at y'all for giving her the wrong advice. Y'all are ridiculing her and making her seem like a bad person for being a helper to another helper. Okay, hold on, wait. So let's break down how I feel. You got the army. Huh? What you say, Randy?
No, nigga, answer the motherfucking question. You want a side chick?
I'm not.
I'm going to mute myself. And I am going to let Cam talk here because Cam spoke deeply about how.
She trying to shame him now. Now you trying to shame him for the argument. Oh, you must want to say, bitch. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant to the point. But let's see how it play out.
Women need to have higher morals and higher standards. So I think this is a beautiful time for you to chime in, sis.
Hold on, don't try to turn me against fucking Cam. You listen.
Guys, talk amongst yourselves about where women should be in this conversation.
Numerically speaking, if there isn't enough motherfucking, if I'm such a good man, why you don't want another woman to experience me?
Are you?
I'm just saying.
You're not for real, right?
I'm being dead ass right now. Why do y'all think that y'all are worse than slaves?
This cannot really be your logic. When it comes to healthy relationships, you cannot be this.
Randy, how come you as a human being think you are entitled to one motherfucking person?
There is not an R in human, okay? There is not an R in human. It's H-U.
Randy, listen. Okay, if it's my body, my choice, and it's your body, your choice, why you mad at who I can go fuck on side?
Hell, hey, your white pussy is so good. Why don't you share it?
You did say her pussy was good.
Why don't you share it around? Because
I can tell what we about to deal with. His whole premise of his argument is starting off, there's more women than there are men. So some of y'all women are going to have to share, statistically speaking, just number-wise. Every woman ain't gonna just get a man to herself. And you talking about, why don't you share your wife's pussy? That doesn't equate with the equation that we're doing.
And then you gotta talk about, everybody being gay, women being gay, men being gay. You gotta factor in that.
Motherfucker just trying to they trying
Like
to derail
there's
you,
a
trying to
whole
shame you, bro.
community and culture you ain't even addressing that's has a direct impact on the stats that you're talking about.
But I don't even think a lot of women are truly like gay. I think a lot of women are just trisexuals.
Yeah, I mean, then you got some of them that's in full blown out marriages, like raising a family.
Yeah, we see how the
You got
majority of that
got
shit
the
go.
Brett and people like that. They really in it.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold it. Look, I think vast majority are just try. But there are ones that are die hard into it.
But at
I
the
know there are
same
ones that die
time,
hard.
you ain't gonna tell no nigga he a trisexual.
Oh no.
A
Because
nigga, that nigga
that's
gay.
the double standard of it. That's the
See,
double standard of it.
That's the double standard, bro.
They just gonna
That's
call
just
that
the
man
world
gay.
we live in.
And that dude could have sucked one dick his whole life. Just one. He been with
Oh,
women.
that nigga gay. That
He
nigga
gay as
gay.
hell. He been with
That nigga gay.
What the hell
Don't
would
do it. Don't do it.
Look, it's still up in the air. That's why I say it's a lot of try. There's a lot of try. Now I do know some die hard, like they in it to win it. But shit,
yeah.
We know how most of those relationships turn out. But this shit,
it's so good.
Why you
all of that?
they trying to change the
Pussy
subject on it,
good
man.
like God with an extra old motherfucker.
So she can have another man can have her?
No, it's enough for niggas to go around. It ain't no shortage on niggas. It's a shortage on women though, with the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, in the world, because men in other countries who are very misogynistic have killed off a lot of women, there are now less women in the entire world than there are men. So
you're right.
She can go out
This
the country
bitch
to
crazy.
get.
That bitch crazy.
And this one, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just clarify this. Look, she is correct that there are actually in the world more men now than there are women. It is not because men are misogynistic just going out here killing women.
Yeah,
I don't know where the
yeah.
fuck she got that shit from.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Nah,
she threw
talking
that out
about she talking about cause men killing off killing off the women. Like that's why I'm scratching my head. Like what?
More men die every year. More men die every year compared to women.
Right. I mean, if it's more men, wouldn't more men be dying? Like one
Even if it
supports
was
the
still
other.
more men, it goes back to 2K's point that every woman ain't gonna get just one man. They might have
Right.
to share that nigga. They might have to share him. It's gonna keep compounding that point he's trying to make. But still, though, man, look. That was some evil misandry shit that came out of her mouth. Misogynistic men killing off the women. What?
What are you talking about, bro?
More
Ain't
men
nobody
die
trying to
every
kill you. You are undesirable. Nobody paying attention to you. Like I like to make shit personal. Like yo, let's talk about you. Nobody, like statistics show nobody really looking to kill you. There's a certain type of women that's being killed. Like let's keep it real. Like you know what I mean. Like the more we dive into it, we really end up calling the elephant in the room.
Oh man, we can have a whole damn show on just that one statement she made. And that's the crazy part, but I know she wouldn't want that. Let's see where this shit go. This is crazy.
Increase our chances, basically. But it's now.
Listen, if Johnny had an apple and goddamn me Mark had an apple, how many apples are they? How many?
Enough.
Two.
I don't
It's oh, goddamn, it's just simple math. If that ain't enough niggas to go around on this fucking planet, stop being mad because you got to share yours.
It's not about being mad that you have to share your horrors. It's literally about the same conversation that we were having earlier in regards to women having higher standards. Why are you so okay with settling for a piece of somebody when you know the other person who that person is with and who that person is committed to doesn't know about you? You're violating you're violating something sacred between them and God. You feel me? You're doing to somebody what you would not. You would never want a woman to sleep with your husband ever, but you're doing that to somebody. You feel me? Like it's
men in the Bible were married and had other women. What are you talking about? They had multiple wives.
Called concubines, dumb bitch.
I get what you're saying to a little bit, but overall, no. That's it's literally the same conversation of picking somebody that has a good character, meshing well with somebody that you know is going to be good.
Hypocrisy at its finest. Hypocrisy at its finest.
No better than slave owners. Y'all are trying to put a whole human in bondage for your selfish liking. Yes.
How you feel in your marriage? Is that how you feel in your marriage? Do you feel
y'all no fucking different. You not entitled to that motherfucking dude life.
Wait a minute, 2K.
Do you feel like that y'all are actually asking women to go into bondage?
Hold on, Trigger. You gotta let. Okay, before Jazz, we're gonna go to you, Jazz. I want to get Mrs. Foxy in this because you've been very, very patient.
And she's married.
What are your thoughts on this, Mrs. Foxy?
Wait, Foxy first.
No, I'm gonna go to Miss Foxy and then we're gonna come to you, Jazz.
I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. I guess this topic is I don't know. I mean, I see what 2K is saying in the sense of, you know, the sheer numbers of how many women. And hey, my aunt just told me the other day, she said, we all can't have husbands. So.
What auntie at?
He knew you were that bitch.
Who was
it? At the same time, that I think it should be something both parties or all parties are agreeing to, not something that's done behind someone's
she
back.
Done cheated.
In a sense, but.
Before.
Well, before we go to Jazz, let me say this.
Oh, she fucking outside of marriage, I could tell.
I don't think that y'all really, in all honesty, because I think that right now y'all speaking out of emotion. I don't think that y'all speaking in logic and trying to have a conversation. I don't believe that women are really, truly prepared to have this conversation. I don't think that y'all are open enough to have
that girl Foxy is.
But see,
she fucking.
This is why most men, and I'm speaking in general, will never tell you what his true thoughts are because you're not really that for him. You're not his everything because you're incapable of really being able to take into consideration everything that he really thinks.
And
most women are not capable of really having a conversation with their man about what it is that he really thinking and what he really believes. And so what he does in most instances, even listen, if y'all go to y'all man right now, when you say, baby, what do you think about this? He's going to tell you exactly what he's supposed to tell you. And that's what you want to hear. He's never, ever going to tell you the truth. And if he told you the truth, it would be the worst thing that ever happened to him because most women think that they are capable of being the best friend also in addition to the wife or the lover or whatever the fuck that they think that they are, but they not truly that because they can't have an honest conversation without removing all of the extras and the emotions that go along with it. He don't even have to have done anything. Just the very thought of him thinking differently would cause you to lose your mind and y'all not even built to have that conversation. Listen, I guarantee you, if we look at this, it's only 3 guys here, which means there's 7 women. It's some women on this panel that have played their role to a T at some point in their life, if they're not doing it right now, as a successful side chick.
Fact.
And they will never honestly tell you. The statistics say that I'm right. And they will never actually admit it.
That's what I just said. They ain't gonna tell you.
And have an honest conversation.
That's where you got to start. They got to come out.
And women in general are not built for it. And so I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong.
And
I'm telling you that it's very difficult to have this conversation because very few women are actually going to be honest. Very few people are not going to be honest with the women because they know that y'all can't handle it. And women are not going to be honest about the role that they played because they don't want to be shamed by other women.
We've had women on here that said they were side chicks.
You had one woman.
Right now.
You had one woman, and y'all went at her neck.
I mean, yeah. No.
Before she even got to finish a sentence to give the additional context,
there's no context.
It was over.
Ain't no way.
Last summer's Miss Sanchez. Do you need to
being
talk?
a side chick. I just
okay.
care to be in that
I
conversation.
can smell the side, bro. I can smell the side. Jazz used to smell like French fries. Miss Randolph used to smell like coleslaw. Goddamn me, you smell like corn trigger. I know sides when I fucking see them.
Yeah,
Y'all
Trigger
ain't
definitely
never-
one.
I've never
I
desired
called it out.
another woman's man.
call it out.
That has never.
When all on, I called it out when they start fixing their hair.
It's a guilty tale. Women don't.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
seen
keep
it
saying
then.
that shit, man. I
I seen it then,
the
man.
cows come home, man. That's why I don't care about all that shame. I still tell dudes, man, look, you gonna do it, man. Y'all need to have conversations if you gonna have another bitch. But I don't really feel no type of sympathy because women talk about dudes cheating all the time, but a lot of them same women that say that shit are perfectly fine cheating with a nigga that they know is in a
Oh,
relationship with
nigga,
another
because
woman.
they doing it, and you'll never know. I'm telling you. I'm look.
No
I'm
women cheat
looking
more
at.
than men.
I'm seeing
I've been to
this shit
say
in
that.
real time, bro.
I got a study for you. Look, you love to
Bitches
see
will
it.
lie in your goddamn face like it ain't nothing.
Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you because they did a study. They did a study, y'all. I don't know. I think what was the name of that app they did it on? What was it OkCupid or some stupid shit like that? But it said, what is the ratio of men to women on dating apps? According to a survey of adults in the United States using online dating services, y'all, 59% of women and 50% of men said have used dating apps and websites to find an exclusive romantic partner. Now it breaks it down. What characteristics, what type of partner were you looking for, and what was your situation at the time? To have casual sex, men is 14%, women 36%.
Damn.
So that's telling you that a lot of women are using this shit to get some dick, more than men. But then it comes down to cheat on my significant other. 3% of men said yes. That's what they're using it for, to cheat on my girl. 9% of women said they're using it to cheat on their man. And then it's 5% and 5% for other. But those are the main reasons right there. So I'm like, look, it's not even a conversation about it. Women even admit it to it when they can do it underneath the guise of you don't know who I am, they admit to it. I don't know what the fuck to tell them. But yeah, you were right about that. When all they moved, that was a guilty tale, man. That was a guilty tale. Motherfuckers don't have a problem being a side chick to nobody. If that man got enough resources that she wanted, she don't give a fuck.
And they don't even understand how that leads to the first topic that they was talking about. All this shit cause and effect like a motherfucker. Like I said, they're the reason why the cycle won't get broken, bro. Cause what we're seeing, the single shit, like you acting like that, you're contributing.
Contributing to the problem.
Come on, brother. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like we got to really deal with this shit.
Yep. But you know they don't want to have that accountability. But here, let's keep going. Let's see how this shit play out.
Never been my bag. I see no benefit in attaching myself to a man that literally and clearly belongs to someone else. What is that? That my self-esteem has to be in hell for me to sit here and say, well, I could just have a piece of him. He like me more than he like no, that's weird shit to me.
Give a man potato.
As far as it,
but that's not how it happens. And so I think that again,
how what
happened?
happened?
The conversation. That's not how.
How you turn it to man?
Nobody. Listen, no woman has ever gone into it. Most women. I'm sure that there are some.
That girl in the
Most
video
women
went
that wind up being
into there proud to be a side chick to somebody's husband.
Most women that,
But then
most
said that she
women
wanted
didn't
to
go
upgrade to a
into it.
main. Isn't that what she said?
Most
But then
women
said she
did not go into it with the intention of that.
Oh, brother.
Most
Well,
women
all I'm
go
saying
into
is
it with the
that-
intention of that.
I do think that it's a certain kind of woman that is being a side chick. And I want to say, I honestly think that most times they're raised by side chicks. Like they come from
like baby,
long line of hoes, a long line of sound.
Can I also say that what Anton said, to a certain degree, I do agree with that in regards to us not being ready to have certain conversations, but that's not our fault. Society has taught us man, woman, or same sex or whatever. We've been raised and conditioned. No, he's supposed to be mine. No, he's supposed to be mine. He's supposed to be mine. He's supposed to be mine. I beat your ass over him. Or, some of us have matured and now it's, I'll leave if he's not a good person. But society has taught women to go at each other over men on the regular. So when it comes to being territorial and whatnot, yeah, Anton, you're right. A lot of women are not going to be ready for that conversation.
Well, I think men.
Society ain't told you shit, and then on top of that, if you want to talk about society, in our society, there are more of y'all than it is of us. So who's saying it more? Right? Shut up, bitch. Society ain't telling you that shit.
I think I finished my point, and based on what Anton was saying, with we're not ready to have this conversation, and when going back to when Miss Sanchez was on live and she shared her story, I actually kind of resonated to the point when it was stated that sometimes side chicks may be needed, and I think more so on the guy's side, because in my daily life, I'm one of the few wives in my circles that go over and beyond to make sure I stay attractive for my man. And I sometimes sit and I see these stories and they may step out and I will say, I don't kind of blame them. They looking a little tired. So I don't know. So I kind of,
I know.
I wouldn't want
you don't fucked off on your husband.
I feel like women need to look in the mirror honestly and say, am I the woman that I would be attracted to? Because when I look in the mirror and I'm not feeling it, I don't expect my man to feel it.
Okay, so I agree with your second part, because sometimes when people get married, they just forget about working out, getting pretty for their man. Even relationships, girls forget to do that. Getting pretty, regular head, regular sex, regular dates. It happens on both sides. But I don't think side chicks are needed. If you don't want that chick, 2K, don't shake your bobblehead first. If you don't want that chick no more and you want to cheat, be straightforward. If you want an open relationship, if you want a poly relationship, be honest, be straightforward.
You know what? That's what I wanted to speak on, because
it doesn't always happen like that. But
I don't like this sentiment that, well, you kind of let yourself go. That's why he cheated, girl. Like, no, if he was gonna,
you leave a nigga if a nigga fall off. Women will leave a man if he lose his job. Women will leave a man if he cry in front of them. Women will leave a man for multiple reasons. But you saying, nah, that ain't cool, that I'm falling off, I ain't doing what I used to do, I'm getting fat as fuck and he go fuck somebody else. He ain't leave you. I ain't saying it's right, but I'm like, he ain't leave you. He stayed right there. Yeah, he just went and got some pussy on the side for somebody that actually gave a fuck about themselves for a little bit. I ain't saying it's right, but shit, like what you said earlier, listen, men want to fuck. Men are going to fuck. And if you don't look attractive that for me to fuck, I'm gonna fuck something else. He still didn't leave you though. You don't leave a motherfucker for anything. Anything. You'll leave him because it's Wednesday and it's not Thursday. Like, let's be real. To sit there and talk like that, I've seen girls leave dudes for the dumbest shit in the fucking world. And it'd be good dudes they'll leave too. Seen a bitch leave a good ass dude just because she wanted to go on a trip to Miami. He ain't want her to go. Relationship over with. Just to go down there and get dicked down by some random dudes for a weekend and come back to what? Nothing now. That nigga got his shit and got the fuck on. You'll leave a nigga for a lot of reasons, and it's all off your decisions. So I'm like, her to sit here and say that dumb shit, I'm like, look, I ain't saying it's right that a dude slide out and fuck with another bitch, especially if y'all ain't had a conversation about it. I can feel like that's some type of betrayal. But once again, men gonna fuck. We can't fucking keep regulating how the world is. You need to regulate your situation as best you possibly can.
Thank you. Amongst women, talk to yourself. Y'all ain't got no community. Like, hey man, we got to stop the cycle. You know what I mean? We got to hold each other accountable as women, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Majority of the time when people cheat, they cheat with somebody you know. Half of these bitches probably sleeping with one of their homegirl best friends. They're sleeping with their homegirl man. Like real shit. And like it ain't so. Shit don't make no goddamn sense. Let's keep going, man.
Cheat regardless. He was gonna cheat regardless because a man that cheats, a person that cheats is selfish, right? And they lack integrity. If you want to have the conversation about bringing other people into your relationship, that's a conversation you should be having at the beginning.
Think about, I gotta stop right here. She said a person that cheats lacks integrity. But once again, Miss Alyssa called it out when they asked, how many of y'all been a side chick? No, a lot of y'all been a side chick, but he lacks integrity, but you still slept with him? What we talking about?
It is the same niggas that not only slept with, they nutted in you and got you pregnant and left you single.
Same ones.
See how it go together? But they don't see that.
Archetype. That's what
They don't see the cause. They don't see the cause and effect of it, which is
they bring it all. They can't bring it all full circle. Can't bring
you
it all
don't see how this shit related, man.
Cameron called it out. She called it out earlier and said there's a certain archetype of type of dude that y'all talking about that lead you and all this voodoo shit, and
This
you
the
still go fuck
nigga.
with him.
This the nigga.
Yeah, and they still go fuck with him.
And
He
they
cheat
still
on
don't
his
get
dick.
it because they don't see the shit, the cause and effect, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like if you deal with, yo, it's me. I'm the side, like y'all. I'm the problem. Like you the one.
Mm-hmm.
How can you say that? Are you a single mother? Okay. Okay.
Motherfuckers like
He left.
man.
He cheated. He left. He didn't want to be with you. Okay. So what? And you got fucked, and you just so happen to get pregnant, but you're not the side chick though. Okay. Okay. All right. You
Motherfuckers
in
love
fucking
chaos, man.
denial. You in fuck. You were the side chick and didn't know it.
The motherfucker can
So,
tell when the dude got a girl. They can tell when the dude messing with another girl.
Right. Come on, bro. He left you single. That nigga ain't with another bitch fucking. Okay. All right.
They knew from the get-go he was already done. They pretend and try to act like they the only one. They already knew they weren't the only one when they first started dealing with the dude.
Yeah, man. That shit funny. How they don't see like 1 and 1 plus 2. That's
All
what
this
my
shit
nigga
go
was
together.
saying. That's what the fat dude was saying.
Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going, man. This shit crazy, man.
This shit
Beginning
crazy, bro.
before it even gets too deep. Tap into the person that you're dating and ask them, hey, you know what? I love you. I see you. I want to marry you. But from time to time, I may desire other women. How do you feel about that? That is what a person with integrity would do because you're giving that other person the choice to say if they want to involve themselves.
You can't handle the truth, bitch. We just tried to hold y'all accountable in the very beginning. You couldn't handle it. All y'all lost your mind. They really think that if a dude come to them and tell them to their face, hey, look, man, look, I know you want to fuck me, I want to fuck with you, but I'll let you know I don't be fucking other motherfuckers. The bitch is gonna lose her mind. She gonna lose her mind. Every woman knows that.
At the bare minimum, your girlfriend's gonna tell you leave him. He ain't no good for you. Let's just keep it basic and simple like that. You know what I mean? Okay, he ain't no good. You need to find somebody better. Boom. So you move on. But then you find out every nigga doing you like this.
We got the
And,
type of
and then on top of that, you getting kids out this shit. Keep fucking up. Man, and then by the time you get it right, the nigga got to put up with, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Just stupid,
man. People think niggas stupid, bro. Like, man, you don't get this shit. Go together.
They don't. Can't connect the dots.
So making your other person believe that you're in a monogamous relationship, you both are being loyal, and then you're trying to say, oh, well, I want other pussy and I'm just a man and I need other pussy to live. It's like, no, the reason you don't want to be honest about that is because that consequence may not work in your favor. If you wait till after the fact, you get married after the fact, and then bring up other women, or then say I cheated because X, Y, Z, you're not going to get the outcome you need. More times than not, that woman is going to leave you. So that's why you lie. Don't put it on the woman as to we can't handle the truth. No, you can't handle the consequences of your truth because it may not work in your favor. You may lose your home base.
Spin it back on the man.
You may lose your home base if you're honest, when you could have just been honest from the jump, and that woman could have said, you know what, I'm okay with that. At least you were honest with me. At least you kept it real. But the real issue with the cheating and the side chick thing is that you being sneaky, you're being conniving, you're deceiving, you've broken my trust. Why should I give you any type of loyalty or any benefit of the doubt or grace when you literally
We ain't giving you shit, bitch, because you the type to be doing the same goddamn thing, and a nigga never know about it, and the shit won't come out until the end.
He's speaking from experience.
For real, like you the type that'll talk all this shit, and then in the back end of you been fucking. And the only reason why we can't say nothing is because most men get exposed. Yeah. And that's when the women have leverage.
Mm-hmm.
But the numbers show and support that women cheat and are open to cheat way more than men.
Way more.
But here's the thing, because it's over 50% more. Because I saw the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. How did we get to those numbers? How are those numbers exposed? Because of bitches like this, who you will never know or suspect that could do such a thing, and will come down on a nigga hard because he wasn't forthcoming and didn't tell you. That's the worst woman to have, bro. I'm telling you. A woman who you feel that could never could never cheat on you, that you put your 100% trust in, that you think that will never. Are you fucking crazy? The ones that talk up the most for this shit are the very ones that are cheating, because the numbers show it, bro. Because women ain't coming out to niggas and being like, yo, can I get other dick on the regular? So how are the numbers then displayed? If on both parties nobody are being forthcoming, how are these numbers? Because women like this, the very ones that are advocating that niggas ain't shit because of they're deceitful, are the ones that are deceitful. And you reap what you sow. You have been cheated on so much because what shit you've been doing. And because there's no evidence to support what I'm saying, nobody caught you in your shit, you stand on the opposite. But all a nigga need is evidence on you, and it's over. See, that's what women stand on. Nigga, you can't catch me, you don't have no proof. Niggas do shit like record, get you getting here. Nigga, you know what I mean? Bitches got the nigga text messages, got proof. And consistent proof. But women will go above and beyond. Case in point, have niggas on the job you fucking. What they call them, work husbands and shit like that.
Now, I'm about to show you something. Cause this shit funny.
Don't play with me, bro.
No, I'm gonna show you something. Cause she called him out. She called him out. Love Dorsey. I was trying to find a video in my own shit. But I'm gonna pull this one up right here. Look, she said it. She called it out. She called it out. So I don't know why that girl over there saying what she's saying. But here,
lifestyle. How do they transition out of that?
So you got to be honest with yourself that you are what you attract.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you involved in is on the same frequency as what's going on with you. So when you understand that, if I improve myself, I'm gonna outgrow the streets or whatever lifestyle I'm in, just because what's in me is now attracting something on a whole different frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So it all goes back to like self-worth. For me personally, like, I understand choices, and most people don't understand this, but I understand everything in my life, it was a choice. So, as I got wiser, I understood like the streets, I chose that.
Mm-hmm.
The type of people I dealt with, I chose them. the shit I'm on. I chose that. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that, you just start choosing different by changing your environment, changing what you take in, what you read, what you eat, what you talk about, what you let people say around you.
They're attracted to that.
So it's a lot about choices.
Man,
It's a
she
lot about
said
choices.
it. The very opening statement that she said, bro, you are what you attract. Bingo. I'm good. Like, you ain't gotta say nothing else to me. You ain't gotta say nothing else to me. That is universal law. Period.
Plain and simple.
I'm cheating on you because 9.5% chances are because you cheating on me. And the leverage is ain't no evidence to support what I'm saying. But you got all the you got all the leverage. You got all the text messages. You got the other bitch trying to make sure like you got everything. Y'all women, y'all are not quick to be getting exposed. Exposure, that's the key element. That's like when you go to court, bro. It's the evidence that's what gonna make you guilty or innocent, my nigga. Let's keep it a buck. And the evidence has to show beyond a reasonable doubt XYZ. The evidence gotta show that, nigga. The truth is irrelevant. That's why Lady Justice is blind. The truth don't got shit to do with what the evidence and how you can prove you're guilty or innocence based on what's presented. And so if a woman don't have shit presented 9 times out of 10, she gonna ride the wave that a nigga ain't shit, a nigga deceiving, a nigga this, a nigga that. Like, what idiot don't get that? And so once we understand that women and men are wired different, women are very meticulous. And they will way more than niggas.
They know what they doing. They know what they doing, man.
Damn right, bro. Let's understand this. Women rule the world. Understand that. So don't come on, bro.
I'm gonna take it even further. I'm gonna let Lord Dorsey take it even further on you. We're gonna get back to the video, but I'm gonna let it take it even further on you.
Historically, we have been programmed to conform to being a victim. Women we like to be the one that got done wrong. This is why we struggle with accountability. So the answer to what you're saying is most women chase bad boys because being with a bad boy allows you to end up being a victim at some point or another.
Why do they want to be victims?
It is programmed in us that poor me is some type of flex as a woman and as a mother. You can see it in conversations like when I said what happened in my Zoom, where the majority of the women right off bat I knew I was going to be a single mother. I knew. And being a single mother, meaning a woman, poor woman left with children to raise on her own. That is something that they get to flex off of. They believe it is a flex. That's why when I say it produces the worst product, the comeback is, well, he did it to me. You're not gonna get no award for that, and your child gonna be a statistic. So, bitch, what are we talking about?
Now I see why they be mad at you at first.
The bad boys will allow, you're able to say, girl, I was fucking with Tyrone. He in the streets, bitch. Yeah, he took me out. It was exciting. There's the excitement side. But then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong. When you fucking with a Russell, he ain't finna do nothing. You never finna be no victim. And so what that means is if the Russell never finna do no fuck shit and try you, guess what you got to do?
What's that?
You got to step your character up and not be doing fuck shit neither. You got to be not texting niggas and fucking and being flawed, and you got to be a good wife and go home, and you know what I'm saying? With Tyrone,
love you, JBJ.
I can jiggle or something on the side because he be doing shit anyway. He Tyrone, he the bad boy. So the stuff I'm doing on the side, I'll always be able to say, girl, yeah, I did fuck somebody else, but Tyrone been fucking.
Yeah.
And so now all my wrongs are justified. I'm a victim, even when I'm not.
It's fucked up.
Tell me she lied. So I'm like, look, ladies, like that girl on here saying that dumb shit. Look, y'all ain't dumb. You try to play dumb all you want. Oh, he
Why
just
they don't
changed.
got girls like her on this bullshit? She'll shut this whole shit down.
That's who Cameron was. And you already seen how they were trying to come at her throat.
Yeah.
They tried to come at her throat when she was telling the truth. Like, I'm letting it keep going, but like, come on, man. Like, sitting around here, these bitches choose, a lot of chicks choose the bad boy, knowing he the bad boy, just so they know they got it out. A lot of women do things because there's no accountability on the back end. That's the whole point of this shit. When it started from the very first video, women know they're not going to be held accountable, so they do stupid shit. If I'm never going to get in trouble and I'm always going to get help, let's say it's a kid. We got all these programs that are going to help you. You can get rid of that kid that night with a plan B. You can go and get rid of that kid before you have it. Go to one of them Planned Parenthood places. You can give the child up for adoption. If you decide to have a kid, you can put this nigga on child support, get Section 8, get all this fucking benefits to help you. You got an out at every fucking step. And all these women that sit around here and act like they don't know, they choose the bad shit because we bail them out all the time. And to sit here and act like that's not the case, that's bullshit. And Love Dorsey called him out. You always got an excuse. I'm the victim. Take care of me. Help me out. That one girl earlier in the video said, I got family and I got friends to help me with this if he don't do his thing. You know, if you didn't have that, you wouldn't do certain shit. Like,
Hey, yo,
that's why we don't do things as
What
men.
was that lady name again, bro? That was speaking
Love
in all
Dorsey.
that white.
Love Dorsey.
Love Dorsey. I'm gonna look her up, bro.
No, she be speaking. The bitches don't like her.
I like her.
Women do not like her, man. A lot of women do not like her because she call out that bullshit.
She the Kevin Samuel, the female Kevin Samuels.
Well, they'll be calling out that shit. But here, let's go back into it. I just wanted to show that this disrupt that argument.
That support every single thing I said. Like, yo, they ain't convincing me, bro. Ain't nobody guessing that you've been fucking and cheating because you being a single mama show that.
Your actions speak louder than your
Actions
words.
speak louder as a bitch.
For a second, because I could tell that you've never ever been in a long-term marriage, right? And I'm not saying that this is applying to everybody, but I'm gonna give you the insight. I always tell people to vet for the person that you are to become instead of the person that you are. And what I hear a lot of these couples say a lot of times, or a lot of people say is, let's have the upfront conversation about compatibility or what you want or whatever. Don't you know that when you get married, you're going to be with this person for the next 40, 50 years and that you evolve and you change depending on who you are and where it is that y'all going?
I mean, absolutely, but there are core
Okay,
things.
hold on. Let me educate you for a second. Here's the question that you want to ask yourself. Are you built to be able to be this person's best friend to where they can come to you and tell you their honest to God thoughts? Are you that person? Because it's just as much of a responsibility for you to be there for that person and them being comfortable enough to actually be able to talk to you, because that is a part of companionship. It's not just about what you want in the moment when y'all get together. It's about who you are becoming, because if a person come to you and they communicate something to you, and I'm not just talking about whether or not they look at somebody else or they have a desire or they ain't really fucking with you, because most men ain't even gonna come to you and say, hey, you fat. They not gonna be honest with you because you not really built to be their best
Look at
friend
that
and
one,
you
the
be
trigger. Look at
receptive
the
enough
trigger.
to take, and I'm not saying he should say it like that, but they're not really interested in having that real conversation. Part of companionship and part of marriage, and this is why a lot of y'all need counseling before y'all even get into relationships in the first place, is also creating a space to where a person is supposed to be your best friend and they should be able to communicate certain things to you without you jumping to conclusions, jumping out the window, because it may not even be that they're trying to do something, but it also may be that they're trying to tell you what they really feeling. And it could be something that ain't even related to what it is that they think that they want, but the fact that they can't communicate to you, or the fact that you don't see, we talk a lot of times about.
I'm gonna stop it right there, because a lot of women to get out here and say that men don't talk about their feelings, they don't express themselves, because you can't fucking handle it, and it's just gonna become a problem. I'm trying to get something off my chest and confide in
Nigga,
you.
we care about our peace way more than communicating to your dumb ass.
Hell nah. I live over here with fucking 7 stab wounds in my back just so I ain't got to say nothing to you so you can start cussing at me. I don't even want to hear it.
Thank you.
A lot of men know how to communicate very well. How you think this world got built? We had to communicate with each other to get this goddamn shit
Damn
popping.
right. So
We
shut
just
up.
don't say shit to you because y'all motherfuckers act on your emotions a lot.
Damn right.
He spitting to him, man. A lot of dudes can't confide in their girl on some real shit, man.
Oh, men creating a safe space for women, but women, and again, this is the reason why I said this in the very beginning. They are not built to have these conversations, whether it be on the panel or in their own relationship. Because y'all are with somebody based off of what you want. You not with somebody based off of what they also need. Because they need somebody to communicate to. That's why they need their own thoughts to themselves, and they can't share that because women are not, and I'm not saying all women, but most women are not built to be able to be a man's best friend.
Okay,
and that
so
is a part of companionship.
Here's the thing. Let me respond real quick, and I'm gonna throw it right to you, Randy. Because here's the thing. I am not in disagreement with you. Communicate. If after the relationship,
He just said that y'all can't handle it, bitch. That's what he just said to you. Did you just missed all that?
relationship, you all of a sudden have a desire for other women. Yes. Go to your partner and be honest. Yes, we as women should always create a safe space. If we create that safe space, that man should come. The problem comes in where the women could possibly have made that safe space. And
How do you know you built? How you know you built for that? How do you know you built for that?
Built for
Because you
what?
said communicate. How do you know you built for certain conversations? How do you know?
A lot of us don't, and a lot of us don't have the experience to have those conversations. So my question to you actually was going to be, because this is a conversation that I run into a lot when it comes to these panels.
Ask
and
the
I feel like
question,
we can have
bro.
the conversation and
Yeah.
it jumps into bashing in regards
See, that's
to
how you
women
act
up
like,
short
man.
and people
These
not,
bitches ain't
lacking
intelligent.
experience in relationships and things like that. But how can we have the conversation of what does it look like to create that safe space? Because if so many of us come from single parent households, if so many of us come from fucked up backgrounds and brokenness, how do we know how to properly thrive in a healthy relationship and how to create space for our partner?
It's called don't act fucking crazy when I come to you and tell you something.
Boom.
That is so simple. When your boss tell your ass, get the fuck off this register and take your ass to that register right now, Ringo. You don't
You don't
lose your
hear nothing.
motherfucking mind.
You don't hear shit.
You get up and you go do what the fuck they told you to
That's
do.
why I said. That's why I said it matches what I said earlier, bro. You conditional, bro. A bitch like a boss. A bitch might want to get told what the fuck to do and want to be led, but the nigga got to be a boss. You can't be no. You can't. Yeah, you can't be no regular ass nigga, bro. Sorry.
Most women don't respect the average man. They don't
No.
even see the average man. The average man is beneath
bro,
them in their eyes.
You
It'd be
just gave
below
$1 million
average bitch.
worth of game right then, bro. You just
No,
gave
it'd
$1
be a
million.
below average ass bitch that thinks she the best thing smoking. And it's like, no. But yeah, it come down to that shit. Like, look, she talking about what does that look like? Obviously, if you don't know what it look like, you not built for it, baby. You not built for it because it should be able, you should, just like how your kids, and it's amazing how women get this when it comes to their kids, how your kids can come to you and tell you things and you don't lose your mind over it. Should be the same way that your man should be able to come to you and talk to you, but you separate the two for some reason. You know what it is. You just not capable of doing it. You don't need nobody to tell you what type of safe space do I need to create. You're not creating no safe space. Just act sane and reasonable like a normal adult. Do the same thing you do with my kids. When I talk to you, do the same thing. Take the information in. Don't act crazy when you hear it. Don't start running with all these different CSI thoughts in your mind, trying to come up with something and don't spaz the fuck out. It's simple. But she needs somebody to tell her how to create a space. I don't know how to create a space in your fucking head, bitch. I don't know what's going on in there.
Right.
And the dudes that don't tell you nothing got somewhat of an idea of what's going on in your head. That's why they don't tell you shit.
You got that big ass sponge on your head, man. Can't get to what's inside your goddamn head.
I don't know what the fuck wrong with these motherfuckers, man.
And does a man recognize that? Does he recognize
Why
what?
do you keep saying does a man recognize
Man, sure, a man can recognize that, but my question to the men on the panel is, as a woman, what does it look like, and how do you expect your wife or your girlfriend to create that safe space for you?
I love
Ain't
that.
nothing, bitch. Be normal.
I mean, I can answer it, but I'll I'm gonna let Quentin and 2K join in on this also.
Quentin don't
I
know.
can absolutely give y'all the blueprint.
Quentin don't know what.
See, you're not even listening.
I'm 1000% against side chicks. I think they're the devil. That's all. That's all.
Tell you what a safe space look like. If I could be able to come to my wife and ask you some shit like that, it'll look like a fucking trap. Okay, that's all it'll fucking be. The minute
That's the mentality. Then that works out everything Anton just said. If you're safe space, yeah.
Let that man explain his motherfucking answer because I think I know where he's
can't.
going.
Like, nah, what it is she's exemplifying exactly what we're talking about. They cannot handle the minute we start telling you, ask us a question and we tell you how we can't. Boom, that's what we're saying right there. We're showing you in real time what it is, what it's like.
Yeah,
and this is on a panel. We ain't even talking about a relationship, bro. We just talking about two people, two different states.
It's gonna be.
You feel what I'm
10 times
saying?
worse in a relationship. It's gonna be 10
Yes,
times worse.
100, a million times. So I'm like, man, please.
She's proving the point. She is proving
Yes,
the
you're
point right now.
proving the point right now.
If you're going to take the safe space and say that, oh no, this is a trap, then what's the point? Everything Anton said.
What does a safe space?
Do you need the safe space or don't you? Because if I give it to you, now you're saying when you come to me in that safe space.
Listen, Jazz. Hold on, Jazz. I want to let 2K go, but you know where a safe space where most guys really is?
Away from you.
Is with
Away from you.
I think that's very lame and ridiculous.
The fact that, and listen,
your wife know about your side chick.
Hold
I don't
on,
have
hold
no.
on, baby. Hold on. Look at you. The very fact that you reacted the way.
See how every time when they start hitting them, they keep trying to say, "Do you want that? Your wife think that?" You keep trying to do personal shots.
Yeah, he getting that. He about to get on her how she reacting right now. He about to get on.
She deserves it.
That you reacted instead of asking more questions to understand why I said what I said shows that you not built for these type of conversations.
Didn't I just say that?
Listen, if you're
Did I just say
Why do
that?
you think? Listen, why do you think that he's more willing to tell her what it is that he really think?
I get it because it's less of a risk. He can open up to his side because it's less of a risk. Like, what is she really gonna do about it?
No, it's not
Except
less
take
of
the
a risk.
information in,
It's
and
not
then
less
that's
of a
it.
risk.
Yes, it is because she's a side chick.
I'm gonna be honest.
Did that be? Oh no, I was about to say, did she take her wig off? I forgot. Her head just linked back. I couldn't tell, bro. I thought her shit was just all fucked up. You know when a bitch take a wig off? I thought that bitch ran off, but I forgot the top of her hair is the same color as the goddamn fucking curtain behind her head. That shit crazy.
Stupid, bro.
I was like, did this bitch take her wig off or something?
You a crazy dude, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. The way I looked at it, I was losing my mind, bro. I was like, this bitch done took her wig off mid-show.
No.
I forgot the top of her head just died. My bad, y'all. My bad. Back to the show.
She's easier to
This is
talk
not
to.
my situation.
I get that.
because I'm
As
in a
long as the
phenomenal
wife knows, I don't
situation.
have no
I talk
problem.
This is not my
That's all I'm-
situation because I'm in a phenomenal situation, and I talk to a lot of people. Let me tell y'all something.
No, but that's what
honest to
men
God,
say.
honest to God, and this is on everything. Y'all could take some coaching lessons from these side chicks. It will fix your fucking marriage. It'll fix your life. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the man.
If these women are so great, why are they on the side?
And it don't even look at you. You don't even know the man that you with. The way that he really feels.
Let's not make this personal tonight.
The
Let's
reason
not-
why that woman that was
That's what you just did to him. You just literally did that shit. Talking about, is your wife cool with your side chick? You made it personal. And now he said something real quick. Like, and now let's not make it personal tonight. What?
That let me know everything about your ass. You ain't worth a shit. I'm telling you.
He ain't. Shit, look,
Because
she a
when
problem.
it's on you, everything that you are advocating for will show that you're a goddamn hypocrite in real life.
Hey, look, spit to him for a second, because that right there, that shit ain't it. I'm coming right back. Spit to him.
Yes, sir. My man pretty much just shows, man, like this lady in particularly been talking all night. Literally been talking all night. She kind of been the leading voice, or she's kind of taking on the leading voice as the shit go on. But when she says like, yo, the problem that men is not honest with them, with her in particular, and tell their real feelings, how she's acting now when my man in the blue was saying, yo, the shit a trap. He couldn't even get his thoughts or complete his thoughts. She's literally displaying what the problem is as far as where the communication breach is. It's right there. So honestly, when it turns personal, you can see her whole body language change.
Her demeanor.
Don't make it personal tonight. I said, God damn.
You know something funny, man? Bitch talking
Yes,
about a
sir.
safe space. Like I don't even think they truly understand what a safe space is. Cause like, look, a safe space don't mean that you have to 100% agree with what I'm telling you. You don't have to go along with what I'm saying. You have to be willing to at least listen. If she cut 2K off, as soon as he said it's like a trap. And I wanted to see where he was gonna go with that. Cause I'm like,
Me
in the
too.
trap is
Yeah.
the bottom of the bottom. That's what a safe space look like. If my girl willing to be with me down at the bottom, she willing to hear what the fuck I got to say. She riding with me. I think that's what he was gonna say when it comes to a trap. But like, baby,
Yeah.
you can't even listen to the motherfucker.
Nah, can't.
You think a nigga gonna come tell you something?
Hell no, cause she
this
already
ain't
in her
your
mind.
nigga.
Cause she know she don't listen because she's already got in her mind what the fuck she gonna say. Even
Man,
if she
look.
is being quiet, nigga, she ain't listening to you.
Mm-mm.
She just waiting for your dumb ass to finish.
A lot of these motherfuckers don't know they have that inside of their spirit. It's my way,
Listen,
the
bro.
highway mentality.
9 times out of 10, a female don't listen like that, bro. Cause they doing it. They guilty as shit, bro.
They ain't got to. They ain't got to listen, man.
I'm
Society gonna bail
telling
them out.
what she say, don't make it personal tonight, hoes. One of them.
Yeah. She one of the motherfuckers that'll slap you in your face, and then when you look like you about to hit her back, start screaming.
Yep.
It's like, what you bitch, you just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let it keep going, man. We gotta get to the end of this shit. This bitch tripping.
On that conversation on the clip that we jumped into. The reason why she's so relevant and the reason why she's asking the questions that she's asking is because she really know that dude. She know the real him. And so y'all so caught up in cadence and whether or not you feel some type of way and you a number 2. You already fucking number 2. You a number 2 ass bitch and you don't even know it.
Thank you.
He been fucking with the same side chick for 3 years. At some point, you
really
need
want to know the truth. You number 2. You a number 2 ass motherfucker.
Listen, if you went and married a woman that you can't be open with and you can't be honest with, right? And you need a side chick for you to open up, have at it, baby. My only qualm is if
Jamie,
you
here
can't
we
be
go.
honest about it, it's lame. If you got to lie to kick it, it's corny. There's
That's
no
not the conversation that we having. We're not talking about that.
Yeah,
We're
but
not talking about that. That's not the part that we're talking about. We talking about why y'all truly don't even understand why he got one in the first place.
I hear you. Because wifey that he wifed just ain't shit. She
That
ain't
got
been.
nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Jazz, would you get mad?
You not asking. You don't get it because you automatically assuming.
Okay,
you acting like you know you a man. You don't know how men think.
What I'm saying is you got the side chick because the wife at home is not doing what she's supposed
That's
to do.
not fact.
Right? Is that not what y'all just said?
Jazz, that's like you getting
Wait, hold on, okay. You got the side chick because the wife at home is not giving you the
That's
space.
not facts. That's not
Oh, okay. I thought that's what y'all said.
Yeah, okay. Jazz, so listen, would you get mad if your dude went and got a therapist?
No.
Okay, it's the same shit.
No, it's not.
Hold on, wait. That other woman can just tap
It is
you.
not.
Wait.
You're not going to be suing your therapist that you're paying for.
Let that man cook, man.
Hold on. Hear the thing.
Keep cutting him off.
And the reason why it's so frustrating is because he's letting you know, from a man, he's a man. He's letting you know,
Telling you what it is.
telling you what it is, and you're a woman, and you telling him, no, it's not. He telling you, for a man, the shit is just like therapy. He telling you. And as a woman, you telling that man, no, it's not.
And you wonder why they can't come to you and talk to you. You wonder why they can't come to you and talk to you. You don't know how to create a safe. She formed this all on the premise. What if she does create this safe space? You can't even do it right now.
Man, case in point, man, you have wars that have been conquered because of the woman that slept in the enemy's bed, my nigga.
Oh man, all over Europe, them motherfuckers. That's all they was fighting.
Come
They was
on,
fighting
bro.
over bitches all the time.
Cleopatra, man. Come on, man. Like, we gotta.
A lot of the Roman wars for sure.
I wonder what white women got to say about this type of shit.
Man, they be on the same type of bullshit.
Come on, bro. Or the Chinese like culture.
Same type of shit. Same type. Well, Chinese group, they probably won't be on the podcast.
You know what I
Like,
mean? Indian culture. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Look, what they got to say about this shit.
And see, this is shit that be getting me because I always tell motherfuckers, like, motherfuckers always try to be like, oh, y'all just be talking about it. But every woman is capable of this. The only difference is when it comes to America and some of these other places, this is widely accepted in America. Because in some of them places, like, take your ass to China and a girl be on some hoe ass shit, her daddy will smack her ass in public, right in front of everybody. And ain't nobody gonna do a goddamn thing about it. Because he not gonna let her disrespect the family and bring shame to their name.
The name.
The name means something in other places. Respect actually means something. Over here in the United States, we all about just do whatever the fuck you want to do type shit. And that ain't it. That ain't it. We'll get in on all of them. There's places where people do fucked up shit outside the country and shit. But this shit right here, man, look, I'm gonna let it keep going, man. Let's see if they even allow 2K to get it off. Because she keep cutting the nigga off. And all the girls just start chuckling like a bunch of birds, nigga. Quack, 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 and all this shit.
Yep.
You gonna let him talk or no? Because listen, he's actually right. Because you also gotta understand. Listen, a nigga can go. Listen. A nigga can go and cheat. A nigga can go and cheat.
The only reason why he get to talk, cause he is who he is, bro.
Yep.
But my man don't have the status he have, so they can cut him off like shit. You see how it work?
They show you their respect level.
Yeah, bro, it's levels to this shit.
I can even break down the level. Anton's at the top, 2K in the middle, and Quentin. They have zero respect for Quentin. Zero respect for him.
Damn.
Not nothing.
You ain't even gonna think about her past posting clarity. It's a reason why she's a side chick. It's a difference between a nigga fucking another girl and having her as a side chick.
Okay,
it is. He's right, but you're not listening to him.
Okay, so I kind of agree with both of y'all.
Dumb as hell.
I think that what I've heard in the past, the reason why men don't want to be straight up with women because they don't create the space, but also women don't think to understand from their perspective, right? They listen to understand, or they listen to be emotional, right? So I think as women, at times we need to be better listeners and listeners from their perspective because we're not men. I'm not a black man. They have it harder compared to us. So when it comes to society, you know, men can do all this catering to us, but we don't do the same thing. And if you create, what I've learned from my ex is like, if you create that space, they're gonna want to open up more to you. They're gonna want to divulge all that shit, that trauma that they got when they was a child, all the shit that they happened to them, shit that they've never told anybody.
Hey, and I tell you, I mean, ahead of time, don't ever tell your bitch shit like that.
Don't do it. Cause they'll weaponize it at the end. They'll use it against you, bro. Every time.
All it takes is one day to get mad.
One day.
Don't do it.
And I'm talking about even if it's the man's fault. If the man keep fucking up, you'll use that trauma.
They're gonna use it. They're gonna hit you below the belt. Women know what to say.
I'll say this: they'll reverse engineer it. They'll know the trauma based on what they share with you.
They'll use it
and
to
don't
hurt
even they don't even take it into consideration though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you tell them that shit. Why am I opening up to tell you? Like, what purpose is it serving if you're not going to be compassionate when the effects of the trauma happen?
Look, I got a good one for you. Put it like this. Why am I going to give you a knife to stab me with?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Like, in men, that's why I say don't do it. Why the hell would you give somebody a knife to stab you with it? That sounds stupid, right? Well, that's you going to your girl and talking about your problems. Talking about what happened to you when you was a kid and shit. That's what you doing right there. You giving her a knife. It's a good old free knife to stab you in the back of the motherfucking neck anytime she chooses to use it. Because she will use it if you piss her off or something happened and she just on her whatever the fuck, she gonna use that shit against you, bro. Women
And I
cannot
see,
whip your ass.
and on a positive note, I see it serves no purpose because, like I said, as a result of me going through what I went through, based on what I tell you, where's the compassion when the shit hit the fan? Where's all the shit I told you? Where's the support? Is what I'm saying. Where's the support after I told? You know what I mean?
Look, and sad part, I'm gonna make it clear for everybody. Look, we're not saying that they ain't women out here that are compassionate and they men can confide in them. It's just not the majority. That's all I'm saying. It's just not the majority. Like, yeah, if you that girl that your man can't confide in, you don't lose your mind and try to turn it around and use shit he done told you against you when you get mad and stuff like that, man, shout out to you. We need more of you. But that is not the vast majority of women out here. Motherfuckers use shit against your ass. Don't be going over there talking to them bitch about shit, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Look, if you go talk to problem solvers. Women are not problem solvers. You go talk to your boys about that shit. They'll get you right. They'll tell you straight up, stop being a bitch, or like, your bro, that's fucked up. You might need to move on from that. Like, dudes give you some real advice. We don't sugarcoat shit when we talk to each other. We tell you the truth. Don't go talk to your girl about that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You're gonna be looking stupid out here, bro. You're gonna be looking stupid. She's gonna call your ass out in public.
Yep.
But we just have to be less judgmental and less reactional and less emotional. Even though you want to call them like, damn, I'm sorry that man touched you, that woman touched you. You gotta just sometimes just sit there, shut up, and listen. And a lot of women don't want to do that. And I think that women at times, they're not good listeners. And that's women would rather vent their homie. And I don't agree with the side. I don't agree with cheating. I believe in karma. But yo, if I can't be your best friend, we can't talk like anything. We don't need to be together at all. So that's
let me show you how important it is. And let me show you how much dudes just desire somebody to listen to. Half of the time a dude get a side chick, they don't look nothing in your stratosphere. They not as bad as you. Sometimes they just be ugly as hell. But them ugly girls be cool. They know how to talk to have a conversation. That's why that nigga, he not here for nothing that you lacking of. It's just he need her to talk to because you don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah. Listen, if that's what he needs, go get that.
That's not all he needs, though.
Listen, whatever he needs outside of this marriage, go get that. But can you be honest about it? That is my only point. Can you?
The answer is no.
No,
right. And that's because you lack integrity, not because
it's not because of the women. It's because of you. No, he knows his girl. You don't know your man.
Yeah,
that's the problem. The dudes deal with shit. Dudes will know they with a bitch that's got a mouth and they still deal with it because they care about it and they love her. And I know some women will be with a dude that they're cheating on them and shit. But look, man, dudes know they girl. That's why they don't tell you certain shit. And dudes need to identify that because look, I think most dudes learn through trial through fire. They try through combat type shit. Like they get into the game originally and like, yeah, I'm talking to her and telling her about myself. And next thing you know, she be like, yuck, nigga, So next relationship, he don't talk to his bitch about shit. He just handle it on his own. Because we all learn from experience. Anything that's bad happen in our life, we try to do things differently so we can avoid them. Some people do, but some of these ladies, they're going to keep having kids with fuck niggas and not understanding that's the problem. But most dudes will move differently. They will move differently. Smart people move differently. I'll just put it like that, regardless of man or woman. something bad happened in your life, you're probably not gonna do that again because you know what happened last time you did it. I'm not gonna jump off a 3-story building because you know last time I did that, I broke my fucking leg. You know, I'm gonna probably switch it up a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe the 2nd floor this time. I don't know what the fuck.
That created the
The
space.
reason I can't be
Because you're
honest,
a liar.
the
And you
reason
have
I can't be honest because I know I'm gonna lose you.
Exactly. That is not the problem. That's the you problem.
So, Jazz, time out.
So you want to move with
Jazz, listen, Jazz, listen. I'm operating off of math again. This called probability.
Like,
hold on, Jazz, wait, nigga. This called
God
probability.
damn.
If I come to you and tell you I want another bitch, you gonna leave me. If I go fuck another bitch and you catch me, you gonna leave me.
That's
So
not true.
wait. So which one do you think I'm going to go with? You gonna leave me if I do both? I might
That's
as well
not always true, 2K.
I might as well go get some pussy and try to run the wheel.
Okay, but
why don't you just have a real nigga conversation with your bitch because your bitch might like bitches too and like
He just told you. He just told you the probability. If I tell you I want another bitch, you gonna leave me. That's him evaluating the girl that he's with. He knows you're gonna leave me. If I go fuck a bitch behind your back and you find out, you gonna leave me. So to keep you around, even though I still need to go fuck another bitch, women do not know that men need to actually have sex. It's
They don't
actually
know
a need. It's
that,
not a
bro.
want.
We ain't even gonna get into the primal shit, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. The women don't want to deal with that. Most
Motherfucker
like
can't keep up with dudes, man.
we've been
Motherfuckers can't
hoodwinked,
keep up with their
bro.
dudes, sex drive.
Something happened, bro. We've been hoodwinked. Shit ain't what it used to be.
Motherfucker trying to domesticate a wild animal. Bitch, you can't
There you
domesticate
go.
that shit.
There you go.
It is what it is when it comes down to it. The man is telling you, like, bitch, he put it out there perfectly clear. And the motherfucker still talking about, why don't you just go talk to you? He already covered it. That was the first thing he covered. Were you fucking with?
Religion did this shit, bro. Tell it.
This shit crazy, man.
Religion did this.
Well, not only that, the 2K, if you came out to her, like,
plenty of women that love to invite women into their relationship.
wait, not on that. I ain't in with that. But let's say if it's me and I'm not cool with that. Okay, 2K.
No,
why-
Randy is right.
I don't share my name.
However, most chicks is not built to be able to be a real one.
Jazz, tell me how a dude can come up to you and ask you for some pussy and still keep you.
Say it again. What?
Tell me what the conversation. I'm your boyfriend. You my girl. Hey, Jazz. I've been having urges for other bitches.
I think I think we had this conversation before. We would have to unpack what brought those urges on.
I did got hard. Can I get some pussy or no?
Can I answer the question?
Man, come
Can I
on,
answer the
bro.
question?
Shut the
So
fuck
all I'm
up.
saying is that if you came at me and say you had the thought of having sex with other women, we would talk about that. Where did that come from? I would be totally,
Nah,
you know,
man.
that's
Nah,
coming left
bro.
field.
My dick.
Where is that
My
coming
dick,
from?
bitch.
Let's unpack that.
Her ass fat.
Thank you.
Let me finish. So I'm giving you the space and the opportunity to tell me
Her
what that's
ass
about,
fat.
right?
He just told
And you
you.
in turn are giving me the opportunity to say, well, you know what? I'm hearing him out. So maybe I'll go ahead and allow this if this is what's going to keep them happy. Or I will have the option to say, you know what? I don't think I can share my husband. So then
Why are you
Hold on,
deflecting,
Jazz,
bro?
we know what your options are.
See, that's all she doing. She want the option. She want a man to come to her. No, you don't. You say you want it, but you don't. It's the same thing like you said, we want to work. No, you don't. They want to be equal. No, you don't. You saying something, it sound good. It sound good in the grand scheme of things. You know, if we lived in a perfect world, yeah, everybody should have the option of, you know, just come to me and tell me. Yeah, in a perfect world, yeah. We don't live in a perfect world, and you damn sure ain't perfect. That conversation wouldn't go like that.
Hell no.
You're looking at other bitches, nigga.
That's
Look.
it. The first thing you gonna think you ain't good enough, and it's downhill from there.
Yep. Automatically.
Automatically. It's all the immediate conflict starts. I'm not good, bro. It's the worst thing that you could ever do. I'm telling you.
They always think doom and gloom because they can't wrap it through their goddamn thick ass skull that
Is,
dudes
is,
just
it,
want
is
to
it
fuck.
me? That's it. It's me. Period. It's me.
Him fucking somebody else don't mean it don't have to do anything with you.
But you, I'm telling you, her ass is fat, bro. Look at that. But what they got to do that? Right, and I want to
Just like
smash.
you saw
But
some
that
cake over
don't
there,
mean
you want to eat that
that
cake.
don't mean
That don't mean I don't love you.
right. And then that don't mean that's enough for me to want to leave. That's what
Crazy,
my
man.
telling
Yeah,
you.
because the dude gonna leave, he gonna leave you. He just wants some other pussy. If he want the way they talk
Get
about
on
men
that
leaving them all
bitch.
the
Get on
time.
that bitch nerves. Get on that bitch nerve. That bitch will leave you and that baby
Real quick.
real quick. Don't give a fuck.
Shit let it keep going, man. This shit I'm surprised this shit. Okay. Either way though, 2K still can't get his thoughts out.
What you gonna do?
You said what?
We know what your
He
options
said
are.
he just
What are you going to do?
He just said he's just thinking about it. So I'm saying we can talk about that thought since you haven't put action
You
on
gonna flip. You gonna flip.
No, I will flip. I will flip if it was already done. I would flip if you didn't come to me, if you were thinking behind my back.
The
But
lie
if you said,
detector
"Baby, I
test
don't know
determined that was a lie.
what it is, but I'm having these outside urges." Of course I would be hurt. Of course I would in turn look at myself and be like, well, what the hell? What if I thought we were okay? You coming at me left field talking about you want other women. I would want to know more information.
Let me tell you what's going
I
on.
would want to know what I need to do. Do you need to get
Right, exactly. I'm like, well, why do you know that, babe?
Okay, all of this shit is
really
cap.
don't get it or don't care to get it.
Okay, don't call it cap. I'm
2K.
telling you, I have no reason to cap on here, Anton.
bro.
Nobody has to cap. Don't ask me
Listen,
questions and I give you answers and then you call it cap.
I'm not saying
That's what it
okay,
is.
cool. I don't have to agree with you either. I can call cap.
So you don't have to agree, but don't call what I'm saying cap.
All of this shit is cap. And let me tell you why. Bro.
Cap.
You better check your tone, girl. Keep your inside voice on. So put your ass outside.
Well, I would have said to her goofy ass. But who you talking to?
So yeah.
Bitch, you a guest here. Like, remember that shit. Like, who the fuck you talking to?
You will call capping.
Okay, what am I? All right, before we get into this, what am I capping about?
This tonight.
What
Not
am I
tonight.
capping about?
Not tonight.
I got
what,
the
am
whole
what am I capping about?
I'm about
Exactly.
to explain it to you.
No, you don't
I'm
know,
about to
baby.
explain it to
If
you.
I'm cap, you cap, we all cap. Now cap on.
Okay, well, all right, cool. You entitled to say that. So this is the reality, right? And this is why it's all cap. It depends on the dude, and it depends on what's really happening in their relationship, right? And so if he that guy, if he really that great, she not going nowhere, bro. She not going nowhere. She not about to give up a great thing for a thought or for a conversation or none of that shit. It sound good, all of that integrity shit, it sound phenomenal, but the reality is that most divorces don't even happen based off of infidelity, especially when you got resources, especially when you're doing great, especially when y'all got children. Divorces don't happen based off of infidelity. It happens based off of a lack of resources. That's the truth. That's a statistical fact. And when him, she gonna be open-minded as fuck as to what the possibilities are, and she gonna have a way longer leash on what's really happening and what he think is gonna be the best situation for them. She gonna be open-minded as hell. So if you see a woman that's so rigid on that type of shit and she not in it and she ain't never been married, is because she ain't really been with a dude that's him. Because a woman is unwilling to leave a great
There
thing,
you go, boss.
especially if
That's
she
why
thinks that
women
she's giving
respect
her
the boss,
great
bro.
man over into another woman and she about to be out here in these streets. They not doing that, bro. They not doing it. If you him, that conversation is long, it's open-minded, and the possibilities are endless.
Anton, do you think majority is going to
Yeah. And if you hear a woman say immediately, "Oh man," whatever, so on and so forth, that's bullshit. They
Anton,
just
do
ain't
you,
been with her. They ain't been with her, bro.
Anton, do you think majority of these men are him?
No.
I can't speak to that. I don't know. It's an individual.
Hey, you know what I say? You know what I say? I ain't even gonna say no. A lot of these women don't even know how to self-evaluate themselves, so they don't even know if a man is him.
Yeah,
They
but
all
even
think they
it,
deserve
but
that certain guy.
yeah, but even the most basic bitch won't speak to a basic nigga.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They don't even know their own level.
Yeah. Oh, they
This
know.
nigga could be this nigga could be the greatest
know.
thing you ever
No,
gonna get.
they know. They know. They just won't date their own level.
The reason I'm saying that is because you might have a guy who might be the best possible guy you ever gonna get. And I've seen bitches say, fuck that nigga. But it's the best you was gonna get because you think that you can get this.
That's what I said. They don't date their level.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. They don't even know if that nigga could be him.
Yeah. Cause
He could be him for you. He could be him for you.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, bro, they based on if they evaluating where they at, they're not attracted to them. Most of these women that what's that lady? What's that? Kendra G?
Yeah.
The lady that got a little dating jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, most of them girls up there, they ask for the same type of nigga when she asks the questions. They gotta make like 6 figures, like the same shit, like the basic crime. Yeah, look a certain way. No, don't have no kid. Like everybody say the same shit. But when you look at where they at, where they work, how much they make, the kids they got,
how many niggas they got,
it don't match. It doesn't match.
Motherfuckers always talk about I know my worth.
But you don't start off like that though. You get fucked up and ran through first. Then you decide, nah, man, fuck that shit.
And look, I always say it all the time. Motherfuckers be talking about I know my worth. Your worth is only what somebody's willing to pay.
Come on, brother.
You can think your worth is whatever the fuck you want it to be. Guess what? I can list this goddamn fucking lighter right here for $1,000 fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But if that motherfucker ain't willing to give me more than 5, bitch, this shit is worth 5.
Come on, brother.
I don't give a fuck what I say is worth. And a lot of motherfuckers don't understand. You're not what you think you is. You are what the world show you.
Come on, brother. Ooh, that wow. I like that.
Because you saying the majority of the men in general. I'm saying the majority of men that got side chicks and resources is a different conversation.
Well, Anton, you know the stats, right? You know the stats regarding resources. You know what men make. So you know most of these men are not him.
I'm telling you that people that have money stay married longer.
Okay, granted, but that's not what my point is. Most of these men are not him. So most of these men can't have side chicks.
To that point,
can I say something, please?
Hold on.
I really have something to say to this conversation.
Hey, to that point, that girl might be, that dude might be him to her. Okay, example.
Okay, good point.
I'm a middle class nigga, right?
No,
if I don't fuck with a poverty stricken woman,
6 figures, okay.
That's middle class now.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Okay. So listen.
I was gonna say this. Are you done, 2K?
No, he wasn't done, bitch.
Go right ahead.
Dear Lord.
Before she jumps in,
gotta get it out.
Jazz said that I'm capping. Is what I'm saying cap?
Here.
Sir.
I'm asking.
See, yes or no,
baby.
Conversation.
I'm not.
Listen, I'm not. Yeah, I know.
Is what I'm
just
saying.
Listen, what you're saying is what you're saying. What I'm saying is that we disagree, and when we disagree, does not make you more right. Okay, that's all I'm saying, and it doesn't make you more right either,
I'm not telling you that you gotta say I'm right or wrong. I'm just asking you a question.
You
I didn't say that you had to this.
You
have
live
to
for
agree
being
with
right.
me. I'm just asking you, is it cap?
About you saying like what most women would tolerate if she was financially stable with a
The
man.
additional context that I added when I said that women are unwilling to just leave right away, depending on the circumstances.
Oh, of course. There are women in situations where they're bound financially, so getting up and leaving right away won't be beneficial. So they turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? They turn the other cheek.
See how she tried to throw that word bound? You're not bound, bitch. You just know that you ain't gonna be living the same lifestyle if you leave that nigga. So you stay there. You're not bound.
Right.
You can leave.
Right.
Earlier, she wanted options. She wanted options for this man to come and tell her, and she make a decision. Bitch, well, you in a situation where you got options. You ain't got to stay there. You can get the fuck up and go.
Amen.
To disrespect, to infidelity, to all of that, for sure. I don't disagree.
Yeah, that part's right. That's true though.
I know Betty Wright said, I'd rather have a piece of the man than no man at all.
She did.
When she was saying her nigga.
That's where I draw the line.
And he ain't giving nothing but a shotgun shack and 7 kids.
I'm coming here as a whole woman. I should get a whole man in return.
He
wants me wholeheartedly. He wants my loyalty. He wants everything of me. But I just get a piece of him. I don't. That doesn't seem fair.
Okay, listen.
And that's fair. And that's fair. You know, because I think that everybody should be able to have their preferences, right? Mm-hmm. I will just say that most women in general are not enough for the man that they think that they want.
Well, I will say that
maybe they enough for the man that they wind up getting. But most women, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. Most women are not enough for the man that they think that they want.
No, and you know what? You're right. And I think that men know that out the gate, right? There are so many men who know they have this insatiable appetite for random women, but yet
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
I'm not even saying about, because most guys want to be married. Even most guys that are doing really, really well, they want to be married. When I say not enough, I'm not even talking about just sexually. I'm not just talking about sleeping with other women. I'm talking about everything that it takes in order to make sure that that guy has what he needs in order to be fulfilled. It could be mentally, it could be a whole lot of things, right? A lot of guys that wind up not cheating, right? And they wind up not even being in a situation or nothing like that. They got to get that energy off in other ways. I'll give you an example. If a lot of women had their option, they would have their guy basically be bathing them with love and be all over him and him spending a lot of time with her while at the same time making a whole bunch of money and getting rich and pouring they all into them. I will tell you that COVID proved that all to be wrong. All to be wrong. And so a lot of guys need to even detach from the person that they sleep with every night in order to even be able to come home whole. He got to go out and get that energy off. He got to go out and hustle. He got to go out and do things. He got to go out and chill with his homies. He got to detach. A lot of dudes can't wait to get the fuck away from y'all a lot of times because y'all don't truly understand who it is that y'all married to. And it may not have nothing to do with another woman.
Sounds like a lot of these men are marrying the wrong women because
he said, sound like a lot of dudes are marrying the wrong woman. Sound like there's a problem with a lot of ladies.
Yep.
He gotta be able to like decompress that toxicity that's coming off of your ass. Cause we can hang around our boys all goddamn day long.
Yeah.
Like the dudes we choose to keep in our circle, we can hang around them all day damn day long, every day. But we gotta get away from our girl. Maybe that's about my girl that's making me want to get away from her. Nah, that sounds like you as a guy, you know. You're married, you're with the wrong girl. Ain't run across one that I want to be around 24/7. I'll be honest with you. I have not ran across one girl that I just want to be around 24/7. Wow. I don't even want to be around my mama like that. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Girls love to be up their man ass all the time though. I don't know what to tell her. Like, she trying to make it seem like it's a problem on the man's side. Like, okay, maybe. Okay. Well, guess what? Let me get my side chick then. If we talking about solutions, let's go fix the problem. I just get my side chick and then everything be good. You ain't got to worry about shit.
I would
say, well, really fast.
Hold on, go ahead, Randy. Go ahead, Randy.
Brother man,
Yeah, they don't like trigger.
Hold on, Jazz. Go ahead.
Can I shift the conversation because we've talked so much to the married men here on the panel. I would love to talk to the other married women about how they feel about where we're standing here in the side bitch conversation. Miss Foxy and Cam, you guys are married too, right? How do you guys feel about the side bitch conversation that's being had?
So, kind of picking up on what Miss Foxy was saying, when she was talking about, you know, like keeping yourself up and things like that, like when we say our vows, a part of your vows is, you know, for better or worse, through thickness and, you know, thick and thin, sickness and health. And part of that is being healthy, keeping yourself up, you know what I'm saying? So in doing that, that means, you know, I know there are some people I know that are married that have conversations pre-marriage that, you know, hey, when you have a baby, I don't want you to get over maybe like 50, 70 pounds. That's something that we can lose. We can work together towards. Like there's just certain things. So as far as like physicals, I understand what she's saying. Like you do have to keep yourself up. Like that's on both parties, you know? As far as the side chick thing, I understand the overall sentiment. It's like at the end of the day, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, he will, you know, start to look outward or go other ways. Not saying that it's right. But I believe that, you know, side chicks, I don't know, not for my marriage.
Wait, no, because Cam, you kind of think they're necessary because I said, because Cam, you kind of think that a side chick may be necessary because if the woman is falling off and he cheat, it's all her fault, right?
No, Jazz and Cam.
I'm not saying it's all her fault.
Isn't the side chick then opening up herself to possibly become a baby mama like the woman we were talking about earlier who doesn't have proper standards?
It's a different convo.
I feel like that.
Nope, it ain't no different combo. Nah, let's go.
Y'all want to have sex?
Break it down for them, man, because I think, break it down for them.
Brother, I've been saying this shit. They both are intertwined. It's a cause and effect. The side chick becomes the baby mama. And the tragedy of the theater is the baby mama or the side chick don't know you the side chick until after the fact. And it keeps going because the side chick is picking to become the baby mama. You play a vital role in it because of the value of man that you picking and let dump the cum in your ass. 9 times out of 10, if you if a nigga leave you, he been fucking. He when he met you, he fucking 2 females. Period. And you decide. That's just where it is, man. Like she's telling you, it ain't no perhaps in it. It's cause and effect. When you become a single mother, the harsh reality, you don't understand that you the side chick until after that nigga gone.
Yep. And a lot of chicks play themselves out of the role they want. Yes, they know that. Let it keep going.
Sex from the side chick, and I think that y'all gonna have a baby outside your marriage. Y'all don't want to take accountability, and that's kind of where all this kind of goes to. Y'all don't want to take accountability about what's really effing happening. But what I was gonna say to the conversation was that, but I really got to say though.
What is she talking about?
Who ever know?
Accountability. This ain't even a right or wrong conversation. This is just the nature of it.
But I really have something to say about the whole side chick thing. What I was gonna say is that.
Are you here every Monday?
No, she not.
No.
I'm gonna say, honey, you don't have to take this, bro. Like these people.
I don't even know.
Randy, she be taking it. Randy, she be taking it.
I just want to say this because it's important. Because this is what I'm gonna say. Everybody is right, and that's why I feel like relationships should change. The dynamic of controlling someone, controlling their urges should change. I want an open relationship dynamic. I want monogamy, but I want an open relationship.
What?
Let me
finish. Let
me finish.
Put her in the bathroom.
This is what that means. That means that we are so open with each other that we can talk to each other about anything, even experiencing other people. Both of us can. And with that open dynamic and having that much trust, let me finish, and having
You smoke.
and having
You need to leave. That is
I ain't doing it. Nope. We stopping right there. I don't know what the fuck. I was trying to get her the benefit. I was like, man, they trying to be mean to her. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Opening on both eyes? Like, bitch, what?
That bitch slow, boy.
That's something completely different than you having your man going out and sticking other women. It's something
Right.
completely different of a man being okay with somebody coming in and sticking his woman.
Right.
Fuck you talking about? Hell to the nah, bitch. I'm going inside holes. You trying to let somebody inside you.
Totally different. You trying to become a side hoe. Like you don't
Literally.
Like, yeah, literally. You see how it goes? Like, there's no way that you could wiggle out of this. This on you. The accountability is on you.
That shit fucking crazy, man. That shit crazy, man.
In the origin, like, yo, you got to look at it like, yo, how does being a single mom happen? Especially, look at the topics and how you having them back to back. They're obviously related.
All of them.
You see what I'm saying? So examine it and unpack it. Unpack all of it. Like what are the stages of a single mother? Like what is the road to becoming what is the architect? Like, you know, what is the blueprint? And if damn side chick keep, you know, side trick traits, we ain't gonna give it a name, but the traits of a side trick, if they keep coming, or the red flags have you, if they keep coming, you know, coming more frequent, we gotta call it what it is. If it quacks like a duck, sounds like a duck, what the fuck is it?
It's a motherfucking duck.
Straight up. And so you gotta own that title. That's what that which goes back to what was that lady Love the lady
Dorsey.
in the white. Love what's her name?
Love Dorsey. Dorsey.
Yeah, Love Dorsey. Yeah, that's what she was saying. Like, man, 9 times out of 10, we so hard on a nigga because we doing the same shit or have done the same shit or in the middle of doing the same shit, and we're trying to date or want a different. We want something different without changing, and we feel like, okay, if the last nigga don't know that I'm out here fucking, he just see the kids. But just because you got 2 kids, they ain't mean you been fucking and could have had 50 kids. You probably got on birth control, some whole other shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck that, bro. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Fuck, you know, that leverage shit. You are responsible at the end of the day for the niggas you fucking, bro.
Plain and simple.
And at the end of the day, if you saying no, a nigga gotta rape you in order for it to happen. If it's going against your consent, that shit rape. So you know what I mean? Bam. That's just what it is.
Oh, man, I'm
like because the law benefits you. Like like we gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta talk about all the dynamics and patterns. Like, society is on your side once you choose. However you choose, it benefits you.
Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Man, look, I'm gonna have you hit with the final thoughts on this shit. I know you went in right there, but you hit me with your final thoughts on this, cause
yes, sir, man. I got at the end of the day, man, what's wrong is playing the blame game. Ain't nobody gonna get nowhere, bro.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Saying it's a woman fault, saying it's a man fault. When we all have a role in why the family dynamic is fucked up in our community.
Yep.
And if we are able to have those conversations amongst each other instead of coming at women with something men should be talking about and coming at men with something women should be talking about, maybe we'll get somewhere. So that's all I got to say about that.
Nah, I feel you on that. Look, it needs to be solution based on this shit. And that's why I say it every time when I get done with these videos. Like, look, like my advice to the ladies, if we got women out here that truly want to change the cycle, break this bitch and do something different, stop fucking with dudes that you know ain't shit. Stop picking dudes off of how much money they got, what kind of cars they drive. look at their character, and then look at them as like their character would tell you more than anything. Because a man might not have a lot right now, but if he got the work ethic and he got the integrity as a real man, the grind, he can get there. Because it's really a lot about what's up here. He'll get there. If you pick off of that. And dude, stop picking off of just this bitch got a fat ass, she look good.
There you go.
What's her mindset like?
That's it.
If we
I
both
think
do
I
that
think
shit-
the values and what we see in each other need to be the same.
Yeah. Because look, we trying to start a family. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
We trying to start a
yeah,
family.
yeah. There you go. There you go.
So what's gonna be who's gonna be the person that's more conducive to building a successful family? People need to start thinking like that instead of just thinking off of lust, because we got a lot of people out here lusting, men and women. But in these conversations, like, look, we trying to talk about solutions, man. Look, if your feelings get hurt in them, don't have them. Like, for real, your feelings get hurt and you can't take any accountability, don't have them. And what I saw on that panel was a lot of lack of accountability. It was all about it was a whole bunch of what about this, what about that. Fuck all that. We talking about this right here. But look, y'all, it was fun tonight. We grinded too, man. 3.5 hours. God damn.
Hey man, we went in, but hey, man, that was a good clip you showed, man. Like, these bitches slow, bro. And like I said, the one that was taking main offense probably got multiple baby daddies, bro.
Telling on herself. Look, a hit dog is gonna holler. I don't care what nobody say. A hit dog gonna holler.
Yep.
Motherfucker can be talking straight up in general, and this motherfucker come out of left field.
Damn.
I'm just saying in general, motherfucker.
Swear.
It is what it is, man. Look, man, for everybody that tuned in tonight, man, if you watched over on the Facebook page, make sure y'all hit that follow over there, man. Follow up. We trying to build that up. And if you watching over on the JVJ Network, we just hit 1,000, man. Y'all keep subbing up. Keep tuning in for the videos. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that shit. And if you watching over on Let's Talk, man, as usual, we're going to keep business flowing and flowing. Tomorrow, we're going to have a very controversial, well, actually later today. Looked at the time now. We're going to have a very controversial show. Going to be a little politics, a little bit of black shit and all that. So y'all down for it, tune in. We're probably doing that shit around 9, 10 o'clock. But, man, we about to get the fuck up out of here, man. It's been a grind. We worked it out. Miss Lisa, do they have anywhere they can find you at? You got anywhere they want them to find you at?
Yeah, I guess what you see at Mr. Lister, man. It's pretty much.
Look, man, y'all make sure y'all go
me
find
up,
Mr.
man.
Type that shit
Got
in
a
the
few,
YouTube, man.
Got a few videos up there, man.
I'm going to come over there and check you out. But
Yeah,
look,
man,
y'all.
please. I appreciate you, fam. I do.
Bro, I will, man. Look, man. We did it, y'all. So we got to get the fuck out of here, man. I'll let y'all on this one.
Bless you,
Always,
brother.
man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.